Your what is stuck together at the base?
The treads, they're stuck in. I got two together. Two of them going together.
So this is a little slime, which he's so cute.
I'm
I
so
love
happy
him
you know
so
the name.
That's
Done.
yay! I actually done it. This is insane. Okay,
I'm so hyped and focused on this thing.
it's
here.
hard. It's hard to concentrate.
And the thing is, when you're being bullied, you do feel as a child, why are the adults in the world letting me down? Why are they letting this happen? When I started fighting back, changed my life forever.
I'm actually enjoying a little bit of wine while we do this because it felt inappropriate to not have libations.
Look at this. It's kind of, I don't know what this was from.
I had a great freaking time. I chose a Lego set that was like, don't do the flowers, guys. Don't do the flowers.
Obviously, I'm the problem because I keep making the same bad decision.
I did berate them for a long time about coming on Lego, so when David asked, I had to say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No big deal.
Yeah, fuck, how do I pitch my channel? I cover a lot of the current drama and stuff that's going on, but predominantly I'm somebody who's kicked around the internet for quite a long time.
I guess technically it's round 2, though, right? Oh, no, we got it. Okay, never mind.
We're round one.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the top of my table is black here, and I loaded all these black Legos onto it, so it's
outstanding.
What do tofu and a lady toy have in common?
What?
They're both meat substitutes.
So I do bonsai. I collect bonsai trees, and these trees aren't it. they're wrong. These trees they have bad form.
But then in high school, I decided to do all kinds of weird stuff to my hair. I actually dyed my hair jet black at one point, and I have white eyebrows and white eyelashes and arm hair. So
I got the part of the base done, and I'm working on what I think is the owl now. That's how you get invited back. You just do it really slow. Yes, Expert has the most tattoos. You just can't see them.
That looks really cool.
That's awesome.
This is so random.
But it's not the size of the tower. It's how well you use it.
We're gonna be here till 2 in the morning.
Outstanding.
so past my bedtime right now.
Having the problem with this one here.
Just tell me what I need to do.
You're telling me that
Zero numbers. There's no numbers. I'm not sure how you done it.
No numbers,
right?
My kids are going to build this before I'm done with mine tonight. So,
yeah,
most definitely.
They're starting now.
Well, hey, if Flash can have a half-hour intro, so can we, my God.
Outstanding. Oh, welcome to Lego Law Life and Libation number 30, Valhalla. This is number 30.
30. That's crazy. How have we done 30 of these?
I was going back to some of our prior ones, and we were like all excited when we hit double digits for the first time, and now it's 30. And we decided that she was done with us. She hates Legos now.
Yep.
She's not coming back.
We miss her already. She has officially resigned from the Lego emceeing, and we will likely never see her again. It's sad.
Yes,
it's sad.
She's now available.
None of that was true. None of that's true.
She had a get together, family get together, and she said she might be running a little late. She might not make it at all, depending on how much wine she had. So we understand, Wendy.
Yes,
no big deal.
Will hopefully be here at some point tonight. Otherwise, she'll be back for the next one. Either way,
yeah,
we
definitely.
love Wendy. She's not going anywhere.
She's not. But we got Vice Baby with us today. Connor, welcome.
Look at that. Connor's in the Lego chair. I dig it, man. I dig it.
Are you muted?
Multitasking. Oh, is he
muted?
No. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay. Sorry, I thought you were trying to talk. So welcome, Connor. Have you been preparing for today? Have you been practicing? Building some Lego.
I usually built finished one, and I'm almost done with another. So I think I'm ready for the test. I'm ready for my finals.
Your finals,
right,
I like that. That's good.
Oh, by the way, so I gotta get to see now. This is where it's gonna be tricky without Wendy here. But we have by the way, Vice Baby is a new member of Valhalla as well as
Heck yeah.
Boise.
So those came in last stream, but I will absolutely take the time to thank both of them, and I appreciate it immensely, you guys. It's pretty awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, and then Aaron
Vice
Olivia
Baby.
says David would have had 18 months if he behaved. Yes, thank you, Aaron Olivia. But this is actually in your chat as well because she's not a member of mine.
Well, thank you so much. You should have. I'm sorry. I'm trying to set up something. Okay, I'm here now. Thank you so much, Aaron O. You're amazing. You are, in fact, you have traveled further than Jamie to see Dave.
That's what I was going to say. I needed to give a shout out to Aaron Olivia because she's the only one that's traveled like thousands of miles to meet me. And like Jamie wouldn't even leave her driveway to meet me. So I got to give all the love to Aaron Olivia. Bree H with the 199 super sticker to me. Thank you very much. And
nice.
Aaron Olivia gave $10 to me to buy you a computer. So that's great. And if you guys don't know,
if we're being honest, Dave, it's the fact that out of the two of us, you're more likely to purchase my next YouTube studio gear. It's just working out that way. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna let it ride. It's working out okay.
I'm gonna put this banner up. Go over to Valhalla's and super chat him $10. If everybody in chat does it, we can get Valhalla a new computer.
He's just trying to get out of buying me a new computer.
That's what's really happening because I know it's coming down the road. I got you a new camera. I got you a boom for your mic.
Facts. Look at this thing, y'all. Professional. Like I know what I'm doing now. Like I actually looked like a YouTuber almost.
Yeah, getting there.
Crazy.
And Rex is missing his future ex-wife, Wendy. But that's all right. She'll be back. All right. I think we're caught up on the super chats. But Connor, what are you building today?
I am building the Dark Tower, the Barad-dûr from Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
I feel like I'm obligated to point out that is not Lego.
It's still a regular Lego size pieces. So I still count it as Lego.
All right, fair enough. It's knockoff Lego.
I mean, I can just like write down Lego on the box if that makes you feel better.
You should have done that. In hindsight, that would have been better.
Some masking tape.
Slap a Lego sticker on it.
That's outstanding. Oh.
So Connor will be the first official off-brand Lego build on the Lego stream.
Connor, but you just ruined our entire prospect of getting Lego to sponsor this show. They're never going to do it now. Never.
No,
it's over.
Well, here, look. Us Asians probably produce off-brand stuff. Therefore, I shall build an off-brand Lego set.
Outstanding.
Okay, all right. You know
got
what?
it in Chinatown.
We can call it Korean. Then we have an excuse, right?
That's called a Rego, not a Lego.
Yeah, it's a Rego. There you go.
Rego. That's so racist.
No. Good Logics was not because I sent him the link and I sent him the money and it was Lego brand.
His was Lego,
but it was weirdly packaged. It was legitimately Lego. It was.
I think he took full price and then bought like a refurbished Lego. I think he bought like he pocketed like $20 of that.
It's exactly what he did.
Little dyslexic.
The pre-build from that Etsy store that the guy's putting the sets together in his garage, printing the boxes himself.
Another $10 super chat for Valhalla.
Outstanding.
But what are you building today?
I am building the poinsettia that you sent me.
Oh yes, nice.
Look
it's
at
not.
there.
It's not just a Christmas flower, folks.
it's very toxic to almost all animals and people. So don't ever eat a poinsettia and keep them away from your pets. But they're pretty, and the plastic Lego isn't toxic. That'll pass right through.
My cats eat the real poinsettias in the house every year, and they're fine. Just saying.
For real?
Yeah, they
They're just immune at this point.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. They're just.
I've always been told that it's extremely toxic to pets.
Me too, and that's why we were concerned. But the cats just go to town on them because they eat all the other flowers, and we thought they'd stay away from the ones that like make them sick, but they don't.
Apparently not, huh?
Yeah.
Do they get sick? Do they like have issues from eating them, or do they? Are they?
I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, cats do their thing all the time, right? But I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary. By the way, this super chat I've been holding up here is for you.
I'm sorry. I don't even have the screen pulled up. I need another monitor, you guys. I really that's what I need.
Okay.
That's what I need.
All right. Before the computer, we'll get you a monitor.
I need a monitor. Island says,
and I use two. I'm sending you one.
Yeah, I've only got one. I need two. I need a second monitor right here. I really do. Island says, need to make sure GoatCam mainframe is state of the art. The baby goats are pretty integral to my sanity lately. With a custom emoji because she's a member, the attack goat. I appreciate it, Alan. You're amazing. Yes. Thank you all.
I am building a car. I don't even know what it is. It's a Technic. It's a Ford. Oh, this is the Ford Mustang, Cobra Mustang, that my son has attempted to build on 2 separate streams and has failed to complete. And we are at this stage. So I'm going to pick right up where he left off and try to finish this thing up.
Outstanding. I've built that before, and I can attest that build is a pain in the ass.
Oh, I
well,
mean,
it's only 500 and some.
Too, and I gave up. Like I'm at like this point, and I gave up because look at that. It's like half a stud short. I'm like, how does that happen?
That car was a pain in the ass.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'll just stop. Like
I feel like that one might have also been made in Japan.
And that's why, I don't build Legos because that was a Lego brand.
Max,
really?
Yeah.
Wait,
Max
is
in
it?
Chat. What?
Max Murrah sent you the wrong pieces.
Oh yeah,
that was Max Murrah's fault.
Next time,
so
sabotaged your build.
But you can get going. You can start building. I'm gonna start building. I'm gonna try to angle this down a little bit. So Connor, you are, for those who don't know, the son of the one and only Jeff from Libations. And you didn't even know he had a channel. Is that right?
That's correct. There were 2 people in the family that knew, which was one of my cousin and my dad's younger brother. And so my cousin found his channel towards the beginning of the Legal Vices channel. And,
oh, really?
Yeah. And my uncle, dad's younger brother, found out a few months before dad passed. And the rest of the family knew through my uncle because he was like, hey, I know you just like dropped the news, but you knew he had a channel, right? And we're like, why?
Why? Yeah, that's a fair question.
Like,
why?
That was the first question. I'm like, why? Like, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, wow, that's cool. I'm like, why? Like, that's the dumbest thing you could do. But after I saw like his analytics and like all that, I'm like, oh, he was like serious.
Oh yeah, he was good. He was really good.
Mm-hmm. I think I told my family I had a channel before I even actually had a channel. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this YouTube thing. It's gonna be great. Don't worry, nothing will come of it.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
So, but yeah, that's just so like. Did you find it odd that your dad had this, fairly substantial channel and like nobody knew, or was that you're like, oh yeah, I could see dad doing that, like not telling anybody he has this thing?
Yeah. So his thing was he always loved to record and like capture memories and all that. So every time he pulled up his camera, I was like, oh, he's just doing his thing, like saving some good memories, I guess. And well, I guess he was actually building his channel,
his YouTube empire.
Yeah.
His empire, yeah.
Nice.
You know what though? So I'm gonna try to be delicate about this. You're handling the loss of your dad way better than I did. Okay. I was an absolute mess for a very long time. And I commend you greatly for that, by the way. I think what's Jordan Peterson say? He says a man is supposed to be the strongest person at his father's funeral, and I was not by any stretch of the imagination. But I gotta think that having all of this content available now has got to be pretty awesome, that you can go back and watch and see this other side that you've never, experienced before, and you've got it on the internet forever. That's got to be a pretty cool thing, right?
For sure. Oh yeah. Like, there's over 1,200 videos with literal thousands, because he was crazy enough to do 8-hour streams.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that alone, like, I get to see what he did, and I guess learn as well on like how he handled some situations, and like how he approached this journey on YouTube. And also, like, one of the first thing I did was find a few artifacts that he had, and
like the Nicolas Cage blanket.
Like the Nicolas Cage blanket.
Oh, that's amazing.
After that, I got all of his like passwords and like email accounts, all that, so I can at least keep his channel alive, so people can still look back and remember the good old times if they wanted.
I'm a little nervous about my kids getting a hold of my passwords.
Logan, just let me know when it comes to that, buddy. I'll sift through the nonsense for you. I got you.
Yeah, he's gonna need some guidance.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. Come talk to me. Like, what the hell is this video about? Don't worry about it, man. It was a rough time. We were poking fun. It was. Why does it keep?
Oh, you got another super chat, $5 super chat.
Ooh, Kathy Trout says, on the goat stream, we just had a goat wedding. Now what? Now Catalina can have her baby. Thumbs up for Catalina and her baby. Catalina is the goat that I stuck in the stall because I thought she was pretty close to pregnant or delivery, and apparently I was way off. So she's back out with the herd now, and she will be back. She will be back, y'all. Oh, there we go. Oh my God!
And $10 for the computer from Sandy.
Sandy, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and more importantly, Dave appreciates it because now he doesn't have to pay for it.
That's exactly right. See, this is not at all a selfless act. This is all selfish. So I don't have to send Valhalla. Selfish, yes. So I don't have to send Valhalla a computer. Although apparently he needs a monitor. So we're gonna work on
need
that.
a monitor.
So it'll change from computer fund to monitor fund.
That's what we should do. We should change the little banner down there. We'll just leave it because the computer's next. The monitor is probably going to get paid off, I would assume, before too. Oh, no, you're going to send me one, right? I don't even need to buy it.
Yeah, I have 3. I only use 2. I'm sending you one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're going to need a stand for it, though.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, I'll send you the stand, too.
Awesome.
I already freaking messed up. Jeez, I hate this. Why am I here?
Man.
Why can't you invite me to this freaking Lego stream?
This is the beauty of this stream. This is the beauty of this stream, Connor, that you get flustered because people are asking questions. You're on the spot. You mess up a lot. It's a lot of fun. That's all you got to keep saying. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun.
In
Like
my
little
morning
man
stream, that there was a bet going on of like how much, how long is it gonna take until Connor curses?
Island says, I'm waiting for the DM that will let me know Connor has figured out my real name is in Jeff's messages. Yeah, actually, you probably got access to a whole lot of information about a whole lot of people on YouTube.
Access to his phone, his computers, his emails, his
I want to know what he says about
YouTube
me.
channel. But here's the thing: all the unread messages I did not open because that's the conversation between him and the person receiving the message, not me.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's fair. What? So Connor, how old are you, by the way? I have a suspicion that I'm going to be like way off.
Well, take a guess.
I
love this
I
kid.
go like 24.
Oh damn! Yeah,
spot on, bro. Nailed it.
I'm 24.
Nailed it.
Well, you know, it's the whole Asian thing. I thought, you know, I'm either going to be way too high or way too low.
Nah, dude. Everybody knows Asian doesn't crack. Like yellow don't crack. It never happens. They
Right?
look young as hell forever.
Okay. Good. I'm happy I was right on.
You nailed it. I was impressed actually.
All
That was
right.
pretty good.
Good. So what do you're in Utah?
Yep, I am in Utah.
Yeah. What do you do for a living besides YouTube? If you don't mind talking about it.
I am a blue collar worker. I'm a iron worker. So
Oh, nice.
the metal structures that goes into buildings and stuff. The company that I work for will get the work order and we'll just like steel up and drill holes, do whatever they want us to do. And I am missing a piece already. So thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you.
Oh, that's awesome. My son wants to go into that. He's getting his welding certification right now. He wants to get into I don't know. He's torn if he wants to work on cars. He feels like working on cars might be more fun for him, but then also it's probably more money to be a steel worker. So he's going back and forth.
There's really good money in that.
And by the way, if we are completely ignoring chat, that's because Wendy's not here. Blame her.
We're trying, We're trying. Wendy's
doing-
an integral part of this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole reason Wendy is here in the first place is because we realized, I think, after our second Lego stream, we're like, we need an MC, someone to like pull up chat and monitor this for us.
We need help.
Yes.
I have numbers on my bag.
They do or don't?
I'm missing a piece.
I don't. So there's like bag 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm like, I have bag something.
That's why you buy Lego.
What's
It's another $10. Look at all this money we're raising for you today, Valhalla.
That's outstanding. T-Rex says, I'm just so happy Connor jumped in headfirst into this YouTube community, and I'm glad everyone's been so welcoming. He even popped into Playboy Malloy's 24-hour stream last night. Look at you.
Oh, you went on with Malloy?
Yeah, and that's why I slept at 5:30 a.m., slept for 2 hours, and got on my stream this morning.
Was that why everyone was asking, like, you're still streaming? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Here's a $10 from Let's Go.
Lesko says, what's going to happen next? Thief bottom drops out of your beer again? What are you talking about, good sir? I have always honored our commitments. I've even given you a couple of freebie, what I would call sympathy chugs, because you weren't happy with the decision that was made on screen. So I've given you your fair share, good sir. It was on yours.
Was it?
That was to you, not me. You got me up here thinking Lesko's talking smack. It's not even on my channel.
No, it's not me.
I lied. It was on my channel.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I was like, no, nobody's super chat. I got one super chat. And Wendy Buck in the chat. You know what, Wendy? It is your right. You say whatever you want to say. This is your chat. But, I'm going to pull it up anyways. Can I say MLS won my case? Yes, you can, Wendy. And you're very welcome.
You won. Outstanding. Outstanding.
Since you put it in the chat, I'll pull it up.
That's awesome. Congratulations to Wendy and congratulations to Dave on that one.
Oh, Wendy, Wanda.
Wanda? Oh, I thought I said Wendy. I apologize. Wanda. Congratulations to Wanda. My mistake.
Found the numbers.
You found the numbers?
I found the numbers.
Is it was like printed really small in the corner?
Like, I don't know if you can see it. It's like, oh, you can't even. It's like right there. Like,
that's awesome.
Here's numbers.
Oh, that's tiny.
Is Farrell in the chat?
I saw.
I
saw her name.
I see.
No, in Malloy's chat,
Oh.
it was me, T-Rex, and Farrell. And when Malloy was asleep, we just took over his channel.
Outstanding.
Nice. I'm missing a piece. I've got this, and I don't have another one.
I bet
That's why you buy off-brand Lego.
God.
How does that make sense? Oh, I got it. I got it. Because you said it to him earlier. I got it. I'm sure that you both have the piece that you're looking for somewhere. You just haven't figured out.
Okay, so just so you know, this package has been opened and then shoved back in a box, and then opened and then shoved back in a box, like at least half.
Oh, that's right. The boy had something to do with it.
Yeah, and he was dropping pieces left and right. So I'm actually gonna go run and grab a jar of spare parts that I have in the house, hoping that it's in there, and I'll be right back.
Right on.
Chat is all yours.
Looks like it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. That's awesome that you started singing too. That makes me very happy. Not gonna lie.
Also, Melly, no, my table is no longer messy.
Did you have a messy table?
I had a messy table.
Okay.
This table was messy. Now the sides are messy, not my workspace.
Exactly. Neo Dark Matter knows. He knows. You can make it if you try. Just the two. Oh, that was a Will Smith song, wasn't it? That's not as good anymore.
Was it a Will Smith song?
I'm pretty sure. Wasn't it?
I don't think it was.
I think it was his song to Jaden when Jaden was a baby. I could be wrong. Somebody tell me if I'm right or wrong. Not messy, got it. Intent song? Not sure what that means, but I'll take it. Intent song? Nope. Oh, I'm wrong. Who was it? Who was it? Wendy says nope. Who was it, Connor? Wrong. Who was it? Oh, there we go. Grover Washington, 1979. Really? All right. I believe you. I believe you. What's going on, Torin? Says drive by wave. I have Constable Con Ed in the morning. I'll catch the replay. Have fun, Connor.
Yep, will do. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, Torin.
Have you met Torin yet?
I've been on his chat a few times, but not like
not
on stream together. Yeah.
Okay. Torin's good.
We're trying to make it happen though.
Oh yeah, he's good. You'll have fun. You'll enjoy it. He's got a really awesome Japanese. I can't ever remember it. I'm sorry. My brain doesn't work that way. But it's a braiding Tokadai. Or no, is that a piece to the element?
It was Grover Washington Jr. 1980.
79, 80. That's pretty close. I think they said circa 1979.
What's that?
Oh no, just the two of us song. I thought it was a Will Smith song. I was way wrong.
What's not Will Smith?
Apparently, that's what they're telling me.
Oh my god! I'm taking apart a witch I got for Halloween. I think there's one of these pieces in there.
What's the Will Smith song I'm thinking of?
He might have did a cover. Hey, Torrance in the chat.
Yeah, he just sent a super chat. Told Connor to have fun. There we go.
It's good to see Torrin. I saw him in Law and Lumber last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't. He was in chat. I mean, he wasn't on Law and Lumber.
Gotcha.
Oh, I can't get this witch's head out of here. How
So
the
to
hell did I get
backtrack
it in?
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
What happened? It was stuck in the glass?
Yeah, I've got a jar that I put a bunch of like spare pieces in, and I got this
okay.
witch's head in here, and I can't get it out. I don't know. I don't know how I got it in the first place.
Oh.
Anyways,
That's
so I didn't mean to interrupt with all of my.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I was trying to figure out how it got in there. It's like one of those ships in a bottle. Like how the hell did that happen?
Yeah, right.
One of those really intricate ones.
So Connor, what's your plans for your YouTube channel? I see you. Is your YouTube channel new as of your father's passing, or was it around before then?
It was around before then, but I made it because when I was in school, it was for like a school project for like computer class where we just like make random videos or like voiceovers or making like soundtracks to whatever we want. And then
When I
I'm like,
was
you
in
know what?
school, we had that too, but it was like a terrestrial radio station, and we put everything on cassette tapes.
Fun.
It's been a few years.
But
So
yeah.
so what do you do on your channel? Like, what do
Damn
you
it, I was
cover?
muted. Damn it, I was muted. Sorry. I have been vindicated, y'all. T-Rex says, so Will Smith did rap a song to his child when they were born and sampled the song by Bill Writers, both called Just the Two of Us. I knew I wasn't going crazy. I have been vindicated. Thank you, T-Rex. My boy, helping me out. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what? T-Rex is now. I gotta time him out.
I had that song on my Radio Disney CD.
Holy crap, Sandy. Sandy just gifted 20 Valhalla Awaits memberships. Thank you. That's amazing. Congratulations go out to Stephanie Bland, Wendy Marino, T-Rex Trucking and more. Sandy, got one yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Inya or Anya Mers. I'm sorry, I butchered it. Anya,
Mers.
I'm not sure. Mooches 33, Claire Breher, Alexandria Talbot, Corey, Sarah Harvey, Karen Dietrich, Peter A. Learning to Paint. Go check out his channel, y'all, by the way. Sony Amp, Wendy, that's a comment. Betsy Barnes, DW3, Alessi's Binder, Brennan's Binder. Okay. Oh, it's greater than. Oh, that's funny. Alessi's Binder is greater than Brennan's Binder. That's from the Karen Reed case. That's hilarious. Lone Star Living, Teresa Elliott, Emerson Gray. I have my favorites, and Amber E. Congratulations. Welcome to the Goat Herd. You all get awesome new emojis like Fluffy.
There's a YouTuber that's a historian, does short history videos, and he's got a Patreon, and he always thanks his Patreon members. And at the end of every episode, and he reads them off like as fast as you were. But some of them are like one of them is like spinning 3 plates, and like there's all these like random names that he's throwing out there just so quickly, and I get a kick out of it every time.
That's pretty funny.
Is like what you were doing there, these random quick names.
The one got me. The one Alessi's Binder is greater than Brennan's Binder. That one took me a minute.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it. So back to Connor. All right, you have this YouTube channel you created in high school, and you're doing like little soundbite things. And
Created in middle school.
Or middle school.
Middle
school. Yeah.
Okay, middle school.
And bad stuff happened. I'm like, well, first I always thought about like doing YouTube channel like way before everything. So I'm like, do I really want to do it? Maybe not. I don't know. And then found out Dad had a channel. I'm like, I'll probably try it out. And then people started to comment on my middle school video. I'm like, okay, that's embarrassing. I deleted everything. I deleted every single video I ever made, which was about 6 videos. So it wasn't like a big loss. No. So I just deleted everything. And I said, you know what? Let's start fresh. So
Nice.
here I am, just hanging out with my chat, doing. I like to create like a nice, chill environment for people with crazy stuff going on in the world, and so every Saturday morning I do a little weekly catch up with the chat. Sometimes we have stuff to talk about. Sometimes we just enjoy our company. And every night so I hate reading. Just so everyone knows, I hate reading. I'd rather watch movies than read. But
I love to read.
Oh, you have a good voice for reading. Like you should try it out. I'm like, oh, I have to read.
Careful, the chat will do that to you.
Yeah, they have a tendency to cause you to do things you didn't think you would do.
I'm like, you know what? Sure, I'll try it out. So I'm like, I did it, and people loved it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do it. So like every night, I record like a bedtime story, and I'll just like upload it. And I just love like seeing people's, reading people's comments and like seeing their reactions. Love it. So far, beautiful experience. Love it.
Nice.
I was gonna
and
ask.
see, and then you get people like Nicola, who
Nicola,
I always say
long
Nicola.
time. Long time no see.
That's not how you say it.
I know. That's how I say it.
Okay. I learned.
But she's always in the chat and always commenting on things. And then she super chats you $2 or £2 rather, which I think is worth like $70 US.
Probably at this point.
Yeah. But thank you very much. That was to
Nicola.
me.
Yeah, Nicola's awesome. We love her a lot.
Wait, is this too long?
I was gonna ask Connor. Now that you've had time to Expert almost stole my thunder the other week. I was like, no, don't you dare. Now that you've kind of been doing this for a little while, you're still well, obviously you're still enjoying it, I guess. But was it what you expected when you were coming into it? Like, is this working out how you thought it would? Different than how you thought it would?
For sure. I thought I would have like no one watching my videos and just me talking to an empty screen, feeling like a crazy person.
You got like
That has
2,500
schizophrenia.
subs. You got
So-
like 2,500 subs your first stream. What are you
Yeah,
talking
no,
about,
like
man?
that was the crazy part. Like I wake up one morning, I have like 5 subs, probably like my friends or whatever, and I wake up and there's like 2,500. I'm like, where did you guys all come from? Why are you here? I have 0 videos. You guys are crazy. Get out of my house.
Get out of my house.
I love them all. They're definitely what I was not expecting that at all.
Oh, I had a feeling that was going to happen, buddy.
It's people's been great. Like a lot of people reached out and like talked and just send random messages, and I just love people talk. I'm more of a listener in the friend group, so this whole YouTube thing is definitely a challenge because my first instinct is be quiet and just listen. But if I be quiet and listen, then it's just silence because it's only me, myself, and I in the room.
yeah. A streamer that doesn't talk isn't a super successful streamer. You gotta have at least something going on.
Although I don't know, I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna show up on a stream and just not talk.
Just stand
See how
up.
it goes.
Actually, didn't you have a work stream that you didn't talk
I did. It was literally just me reading a document for like an hour, and then
in your head,
eventually
not out loud. In your head,
not out loud.
Yeah.
In my head. I'm just sitting there reading through a document, highlighting it. Eventually, I think YouTube took it down and like not took it down. They like canceled the stream. They're like, yeah, no, this is nothing. We're done with this.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
They just
Yeah,
did the
that's how it
Madagascar
ended.
penguin. It's like you didn't see anything.
They're just like YouTube. All of a sudden, was just like took it down. They're like, nope, this is nothing. We're taking it down.
That's funny. That's really funny. Wasn't it just like a loop of like a 30-second loop of you looking at a computer?
Yeah, it was a 30-second loop of me just like reading through something.
Oh, that's funnier than hell.
But my ceiling fan stream, where I was competing with the Karen Reed trial, that one stayed up and actually got quite a bit of views.
That's funny. I forgot about the ceiling fan one.
Yeah. I do. I guess I do post some random streams, and then I have my chicken streams.
Those are good.
Yeah,
I was watching one a little bit today.
Yeah, and people are interested in that. People are interested in the most random of things. So you could. That's the beauty of YouTube, at least to some extent, if you want to call it a beauty, that you can put out sometimes the most random things, and people are like, "Oh yeah, that's dope. I'm going to be watching that."
I literally post walking around my yard, and people watch it. It's an awesome. There's an audience for almost everybody.
But you got the goats.
That's true. I do grift my goats pretty good.
Yeah, people love the goats. People love my chickens too, Valhalla.
Dave posted a live stream today of his chickens, and it was titled "Competition for Valhalla." That was all it was.
It did not do so well.
I came in there and liked it. I did that for you. Oh, that's funny.
Jojo with the $20 super chat for you.
Stay off the corn so this one lasts longer. Oh, that's to Connor. She's.
Oh, were you going? You last night you were going to like random video, or was that earlier today? You were going to like random websites. Did you click on the wrong one by chance?
Who, me?
No, Connor.
No,
I'm confused on this one. So
I think it's in reference to whiskey. I think he's saying stay off the corn whiskey so this one lasts longer. Because
that was last Friday. Yeah,
yes,
I drank half a bottle of bourbon and a full bottle of Korean liquor,
and fell asleep on
stream with my camera off, my mic muted, thankfully.
Snoring away.
I
gotta tell you.
Don't.
Yes,
some have done that already.
You're not the first one that's fallen asleep on stream. Most of them, don't do it in the first like month of being on YouTube, but that's okay. I think you're gonna be just fine.
Have you met Steve Gosney yet, Connor?
Yeah, I have. Last Friday when both Steve Gosney and I got drunk.
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah. I did see that. Yeah. So Steve had a stream maybe about a year ago or so, or a year and a half ago, where he literally passed out on his keyboard and then just like woke up like maybe a minute and a half later, like nothing had happened.
Just kept
that video is probably the most the most popular video that people send me. I watch that video so many times and I love it every single time.
Oh, of Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
It's amazing. Whoever put the Windows shutdown sound effect in that was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
And then Nick Staroff has had that happen a few times where I've had to go in and shut down his stream for him. He gave me backdoor access to his YouTube channel just so that I could go in and shut it down in case that happens again.
That's funny.
Such a child, Valhalla.
Come on now. Like it wasn't gonna happen.
I know.
Can't talk about backdoor access without getting a giggity. That's just the way it is.
So, Connor, what are your plans going forward for your channel now that you've got 3,000? How many subs do you have?
3,035 last time I checked, I think.
Okay.
Which is again a stupid amount in almost 2 months because I started February 1st.
Yeah, that's not long at all.
I heard
Pretty awesome,
I hit 3,012 on Tuesday. This past Tuesday.
Look at you, man.
So, what's the first trial
I
you're
didn't
going to
know.
cover?
So I thought about doing Karen Reed's trial on April 1st, but I think I will back out of that and keep my original plan for my channel, which is the space for people to cool down from all those. So I don't think I'll cover trials.
Trials
I'll
are rough,
just-
man. Trials
Yeah.
are rough. It takes a lot to really do it right.
I'll just let people go to channels that they always go to for their trial needs, and then they can come to my stream or any other streamers that does not cover trials and just be able to cool down.
I only watch trials on Valhalla's channel, just so you know.
Valhalla Vision, in effect, baby. You know what else you could do, Connor, on that one? You could jump on somebody else's trial stream, right? Like if you want to explore the trial option, jump on with somebody and cover a stream with them. That'd be the way I'd go.
True. Yeah.
You get into reading bedtime stories. Apparently, that's popular with the ladies in the chat, anyways.
I'll just do a bedtime reading of court documents.
Dude, when did Lego get ninja stars?
Well, that's cool.
Nice.
I don't know.
That
But
is
last I
awesome.
heard, they didn't like weapons.
Dude, this is like a legit ninja star.
It's a fidget spinner.
This is the
Rex
coolest
was
Lego gift I've ever
$4.99 to
seen.
you.
Well, Gosney did say that Val likes the backdoor access. He was ripping me apart the other that stream. He was just laying into me. Oh my God, the puns are writing themselves. Terrible. Steve Gosney's my buddy. He was giving me a hard time.
Gosney's awesome.
He is. I love that dude. He's so
is he going to Dollywood?
I don't recall. He might be, I think. There's something else that might be interfering, but I could be wrong.
Connor, are you going to Dollywood?
I'm not.
You should. It'd be fun, man.
Sometime in the future, I will.
Hell yeah.
Connor, you have a wife and kids?
I do not have wife and kids. I have a cat.
You have a husband
You
and
better
kid?
get on that.
I don't have a
Yeah, do you have a
husband.
husband and kids? Let me clarify. A spouse and kids?
I have none of the above. I have a cat, and that is it.
And a roommate.
Yes, I do have a roommate.
Where the hell?
Did your roommate stream with you?
She's been on a couple of my streams.
Okay. You can say, because it looks like you're streaming in your kitchen area. I have to imagine your roommate wanders through.
Oh. So I'm in my dining room. So.
Oh, okay.
I've seen her appear on stream and say some words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about having a female roommate? I'm assuming you say roommate, it's not your girlfriend.
No relationship going on, just roommates.
See, that was my initial thought. I thought it was a girlfriend that they were like sneaking, being boyfriend girlfriend. That's what I thought originally.
Well, he says no, so I'm going to go with no. But
yeah, no, I believe
because everyone's like, oh, there's never just a male and female friend or roommate. I'm like, well, surprise, there is.
Well, I'm going to go with the earlier camp on that one. That I find it. I don't know. When I was younger and not married, it would be difficult to have a girl that's a friend that you didn't have some sort of intentions. That's what I was wondering.
Nothing going on between us.
Not trying to pry. I'm just
did
asking.
Did I hear a
I don't
yet
wanna
at the end of that
prove it.
sentence, Connor? Did I hear yet there? That was.
I think you misheard.
Spit on that thing.
Oh, I
I was
forgot we have
horrified.
that in here still.
I love it. I love it.
Whatever happened to that woman? She got caught up in some Bitcoin scam or not?
Oh
Bitcoin,
yeah,
but-
man. She's lucky she's not in prison.
And well, yet, right? We
she
always
might-
got to qualify yet.
Yeah, she might be going. I think she's probably going to prison if I had to guess. Where did that?
Oh, she went from like everyone's favorite person to everybody hating her.
Real quick, like.
Mhm.
She posted some video asking a Atlanta basketball player to come on her show, and he responded on Twitter, and he was just like, "Nah, I'm good." Savage, bro. Savage.
Oh, and now I'm missing another piece.
You're not missing a piece, Dave.
I'm missing a
Damn.
piece.
This set has been torn apart and thrown in boxes and bags and everything else. I am missing pieces. Luckily, I have like so many spare pieces lying around here. I might have to go get the bin out of the shop though.
Didn't you just do that?
No, I got my little. I have the big, Rubbermaid bin with all of my Lego from childhood and stuff. That's not what I grabbed. I just grabbed this little jar with spare parts because I thought maybe it had fallen on the floor and somebody had picked it up. But
Not so much, huh?
No, I don't think so. Not this piece, anyways. Let me see. I might have a piece I can use though. So half Irish was in a thruple. That's what we're learning in this text.
Nice.
Good to go.
Get it, half Irish.
Yeah.
Or as fancy people call it, menage a trois.
The French.
Yeah, French. We don't speak French here.
Gross.
Well, if Wendy was here, we would.
Yeah, that's true. Wendy's a big fan of the Franks.
She lives all things French. This there's a movie with Meg Ryan from years ago, where she was dating this French guy, and Ferris Bueller, I think, played her boyfriend or her ex-boyfriend that wanted her back. And there was this French guy, and he said, being French in America is like Superman. It's like, in France, everyone's French, but in America, I'm French, and the ladies love it.
Yeah, I imagine that accent would have some benefits in America.
Yeah, right. Anybody that speaks with a French accent, Wendy's gonna be like, okay. So Zach, if you want to get some, if you want to, or T-Rex, if you want to be Wendy's future ex,
next ex-husband.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've been looking for this piece, digging through other crap to look for.
I told you it was there.
It's right here.
I told you it was there.
I already had it gathered, ready to go.
You never listened to me. I told you it was there. So you said that you were gonna not get away, I guess, because you haven't gone there, but you were considering the trial thing, and you're doing the bedtime stories and the Saturday morning streams. What else you got in the works, if I can ask, or what's piquing the interest?
I'm just doing some gaming stuff. Right now I'm playing, trying to play through a horror puzzle game called Poppy's Playtime, and I hate it. I have one chapter left to play, and the playtime for that is 3 hours.
There's so many
that,
games that
I'm done for another year until they come out with another chapter.
There's so many games that I've started that I've instantly hated, but I keep wanting to play because you want to get to that part, or you want to beat it or whatever.
No,
I'm right there with you. I feel that.
Just playing random games, and I'm still trying to find my thing, I guess.
Sure.
But I'm just starting out with stuff that I know I can do.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you this, man. I would not worry so much about figuring out your thing yet. Just keep streaming. The thing will come naturally. It will.
Look, I started out doing pre-recorded legal things, then I switched over to trials, and now I have chickens on my channel. So you never know,
right?
Fair.
It'll come around.
Never really thought Lego was going to be a thing. We just kind of got there.
Yeah. It just sort of, Valhalla had the idea, and I said, that sounds awesome. Let's do it. So it was really, because of me that it happened.
That's amazing.
Oh, like every part my son put on this is like backwards in some way.
Wrong.
Oh God. All right.
It's funny to see him get jump scares. Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, have you played that? It's probably a really old game now for you, but have you played that Slender Man game, that PC version of it?
I haven't played the PC version of it, but there was an Xbox version of it. And I played it for about 30 minutes until I found out there were 0 save points. So I deleted it right away.
Yeah, no, there's 0 save points. You die, you die.
I didn't know that, so I bought it, played it for like 30 minutes. I got like 5 jump scares. I'm like, okay, so I can save. I'm getting these unnecessary jump scares. I think it's time to say goodbye to the game.
It's like real life. That's the thing. You only get one life in life, right?
True.
If Slender Man's coming for you, you got to be prepared. It's more of an instructional video than a video.
When you're like super close to like finishing, finding what was it, like 8 notes? I got to a point where I found 6. And then I died. And then I said, yep, that's it. I had fun.
I only found 4, I think was the most I found with the 4 notes.
I've never played it.
I'm like, cool, awesome. It was fun while it lasted, but never again.
You need to. It's a game that you play for like 1 or 2 nights, maybe a week, and then you don't ever play again. But it's a lot of fun when you're playing it. At least I thought it was. And so Valhalla, you need to get it. Turn off all the lights. Turn the sound up really loud, and then go to town on that game. It's a lot of fun.
And make sure you're drunk.
In the walls. Make sure I'm drunk. Well, I usually am, so that's not a big deal, really. The Slender Man, there was some cult following craziness with that whole situation.
There were a couple of girls that took out their friend because of that.
And they're getting out of the...
Did one of them get out already?
Yeah, the one got out and one's about to get out.
Yeah. That's the thing. Everyone says, well, not everyone, I do too. Say, like, if you plead not guilty by reason of insanity, or if you're found not guilty of reason of insanity, you're still going to be locked up for the better part of your life. Well, apparently, for these 2 girls, not so much. But they were minors at the time, too, so we got to take that into consideration.
Yeah, they were like 12 years old.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but did it happen back in 2012? Or something like that?
I don't remember the exact date, but that sounds about right.
I could be wrong on that information. But like, the only reason why I know about this Slenderman Stabby McStabberson case is because I was into like all the creepypasta and all that when I was a little kid.
Okay.
Creepy what?
It's a
creepypasta, so it's like a website, or like there's a subreddit as well where it's like a fan-made stories of all these like characters and stuff.
Oh,
and that's where Slenderman come from.
What's the one character? Jeff
the Killer? The one that has no eyelids?
Yeah, that guy's creepy as F. AF.
I don't know that one.
You don't know him? Oh, let me find this guy's creepy.
Is this a real guy or is this a character?
It's a character.
Oh.
Like all the stories are characters. Okay. I can't find this piece.
Right. The car's coming along. It's a good look. I got the grill going. I got one headlight in. It's looking all right.
I have faith in you.
This is tedious, though. This is like worse than the. Yeah, this is worse than the Milky Way thing that I did.
That thing's a pain in the ass. Here's the character. We're just gonna real quick flash
Do
that
I
on the screen.
do you know about copy pasta? I don't know what that is. Oh, this dude.
That dude.
Yeah, I've
Creepy.
seen that face before.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Pineapples.
What's
I don't like it.
What's copy pasta?
Copy pasta? I'm unfamiliar.
Pasta?
Right here. Does
Copy
Dave
pasta?
not know about copy pasta? I don't know what that is.
I don't know about copy pasta.
Apparently, I do not know. Please explain.
Do you, Connor?
Wait, you know someone that was a classmate of the Slenderman girls? Ooh, that's creepy.
Whoa.
Can I get an interview?
Whoa.
Copy pasta is what creepy pasta is. LOL.
Is it called copy pasta because like there's so many stories in there that's always so many copy and paste are going on?
Maybe.
Well, that's kind of what it is, right?
That's my theory.
I mean,
So
it's
what's
just
your theory
internet
then?
sharing stuff.
Oh, okay. The internet's a crazy thing.
It certainly can be.
It reminds me of that Simpsons line that Homer says about alcohol. But it applies to the internet just as much. In that
What's
all of life's it's the cause of and solution to all of life's problems, the internet.
I could see that.
I he says it about alcohol. I say it applies to the internet as well. It's definitely I miss the good old days 20 some years ago when the internet was just like raw and in its infancy and nobody knew what they were doing. You could get everything on the internet.
You could pirate all kinds of things.
I used to watch Star Wars a lot easier than I do these days. I got to pay the mouse and everything. It's stupid.
Right. I used to get so much music. Then Napster gave my computer AIDS. It was terrible.
With chat rooms. Well, I was thinking today, actually, when I was in Connor's chat and everyone was just sort of kind of hanging out and chit-chatting, that YouTube comment or YouTube like live stream and chat is kind of like what chat rooms used to be back in the late 90s.
The old AOL chat rooms.
Yeah, or the Yahoo chat rooms or whatever. It's the modern version of it. And that's a dynamic, again, I've said it many times, that I wasn't familiar with until I started streaming. I didn't know there was a chat or weird chat dynamics. Got another $4.99 from T-Rex.
T-Rex says, Connor, if you like the creepypasta, were you ever into SCP Project? I don't know what that is, and I'm starting to feel like we might be.
We have the
information
SCP Project game on Steam, and I actually was thinking about playing it at one point. But yeah, the SCP Project is another whole like lore of stuff, and it's very interesting.
So the acronym made me remember something my daughter told me the other day that I'm very concerned about Valhalla. She wants to go to an ICP concert.
Nice. I actually did too at one point.
And I was like, please don't go to an ice. Don't turn into a juggalo. Please don't. If anything, just don't.
Who's
be
going
a juggalo.
chicken hunting? Who's going chicken hunting? Who's going chicken hunting? Where's going chicken hunting?
I actually used to know a juggalo.
Oh, that's
amazing.
It was.
They don't last very long, do they?
No.
In normal people relationships, right? They're like, I used to know this guy. He turned into a juggalo. That's the last I saw him.
I don't know what happened.
He was.
He just said whoop
turning.
whoop and he disappeared.
Whoop whoop. Oh, that's amazing. So you get to take her?
No. I was like, no, I can't justify it. I'm not giving you money for it. Like, I'll buy you any ticket, any other ticket. Like,
this is really for your best interest. Listen to me when I tell you don't want to go to the Juggalo show.
You do not. So there's an episode of Workaholics where they go to a Juggalo concert, and I thought I was gonna play it and like scare her away, and then I watched it ahead of time. Thank God. I'm like, no, this encourages it too much. Nope, not gonna show her this.
This actually seems kind of cool now that I'm looking at it.
I'm like, no, she's just gonna.
I want to go to ICP concert, not take her. I'm gonna brag about it. Guess where I went.
ICP, the worst thing to come out of Detroit. How is this supposed to fit in here?
I don't know. Your hot dogs are pretty terrible too.
Just bite your tongue. Hot dogs are fine. I swear, he has like pieces. He put pieces in the wrong spots. I don't know.
Well, probably.
I feel like this needs to be in a completely different spot. Okay, so see this engine location here? See how close it is to that white bar? Like, this is the engine. See the white bar right here?
Uh-huh.
See how close that is? Look at this drawing. This isn't a super dynamic drawing. But if you look... now I'm messing with it. See this drawing here? Look how far up that engine is from that white bar. Oh, that's the wrong screen.
1 second. There you go.
So see how far up that is and forward of the white bar going across?
Yes.
And then, so I think he's got the engine mounted in the wrong spot.
Yeah, no, that's definitely in the wrong spot, I think. Hold on.
Because I'm trying to stick a thing right in here and I can't get at it because the engine's in the way. I got to put this pin in here. So now, I said,
Definitely
no, I don't need to take the whole thing apart and start over. I'll just pick up where you left off.
Definitely in the wrong spot, Dave. Here you go.
Yeah. So now I'm going to figure this out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See? Oh,
Definitely in the wrong spot.
it's got to be way up there. What?
No wonder he was
How did this
struggling with it
happen?
so hard.
How did this happen? Now I got to go all the way back. All right. I'm on page 81. I don't know where I'm going back to.
81.
What's happened to me?
Okay. Where did we screw up?
What is this piece going to do? I'm excited about this piece.
Like, I got to the part where I'm putting in the steering column and I realized he never put the seats in. So
He was jumping around like a choose your own adventure book with a Lego manual. That ain't gonna work,
really,
man. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that's what he was doing here. Oh my God. Okay. So that column's got to go there. But then that mounts to this. Oh, geez. Okay, we're going to figure this out. I'm going to have to start taking things apart here. All right. Well, you all proceed.
I was planning on it. I wasn't going to slow down for you. Connor, can I see the picture of what you're building? I missed it when I was messing around earlier. Oh, that thing's super cool.
So far, I'm missing one part.
The Eye of Sauron.
That's it.
Lego does have an Eye of Sauron set.
Yeah, and I also don't have $460.
Oh, wait, technicalities.
That's an expensive set. Oh, shit.
Is this
It's
the
gotta be
same
big,
size
right?
approximately?
No, it's smaller. This is smaller.
I was reading this article about Lego sets and why they're so expensive, and it mainly comes down to
Capitalism.
that well, no, that the sets are so much more detailed, and there's so many more integral pieces, and then there's so many more pieces, and that's why it's so expensive these days.
Isn't the plastic actually like really, really strong plastic? Like the
It is. It always has been. I mean, they modified it a little bit, I think. But when you look at the sets that were being sold in the 80s,
yeah,
and you break it down to cost per piece, it's only about 1 cent more per piece. The problem is that these sets have just so many freaking pieces in them. So that's why. If you actually do the math, it's not that much more expensive. You know what? I'm going to take this back. I'm going to absolve my son. It was on me.
You did it. You're
did
over
it.
here on the internet blaming your kid, and it was your fault.
Okay, all right. I thought this bar was in the wrong spot. It wasn't. I plugged it in on the wrong side of the bar.
Oh
So
man,
sorry, Logan. It was me.
The old man's over here
It's all
talking
me.
shit.
I was. He understands. He knows why I defaulted to,
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're winning that one. Not tonight. Not tonight.
Yeah, not tonight. Nope. And you know what? I'm going to be honest and say no. It was me. I'm gonna own that one. I'm gonna own it. So Connor, you have family in Utah, or are you just hanging out there all on your own?
I moved here all by my own lonesome, but I do have. So my dad's side, they all still live here. So
Okay.
When did you move to Korea or to Utah?
I moved here summer of 2016 when I was in sophomore in high school.
Oh wow. So where'd you grow up before that, or grow up? Where were you living before you were a sophomore in high school?
Raised 15 years
I'm sorry, you cut out. I didn't hear it.
in South Korea.
Oh, you lived in South Korea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. You say yeah, like everybody
that.
knows that.
Well, I knew that.
So how is South Korea? Should I visit South Korea or should I just stick with North Korea?
Why not go right in the middle?
Right in the middle?
And
Yeah,
have the
you know
best of
what?
both
That sounds
worlds.
like that sounds like a better spot.
Just hang out on the DMV. You're good.
I've actually been very close to DMV, and it's
Have you
pretty
really?
cool. Oh yeah.
I had a former associate at my firm that
DMC,
was
not DMV. I said it wrong. My bad.
he was Korean and from Korea here and or from Korea and moved here to get an American law degree and then decided to stay. But I always had thoughts of eventually maybe going with him or just touring North Korea, or not North Korea, South Korea.
You're really focused on North Korea, aren't you?
Well, he fascinates me.
What do you work for?
You know, the whole Kim Jong thing. I'm fascinated by it. I want to do an interview with him. Do you think he'll come on for a Lego interview?
I've never seen Connor get that prickly. North Korea apparently is the hot button issue over here. What are you talking about North Korea for? Those sons of bitches. Hate them all.
He's still at war. They're enemy combatants, technically. I get it.
We're still at ceasefire, so that's fun.
Ugh.
So you grew up your whole life there, then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yep,
Korea
in
is a
the
duty
southern
station.
part of South Korea.
The southern part?
Yep, southern part of South Korea.
I've wanted to visit there since since my associate was telling me all about it, and I thought it'd be a cool place to visit. And
Yeah, you should definitely go visit.
One of these days, we're going to make like a trip where we do Japan, Korea, maybe some other countries, and then like Australia or something. We're going to try to like knock out that whole part of the world in one go because I don't know when we'll be back.
Nice. Yeah, you should definitely visit Korea.
That was an option for a duty station in the army. There's a U.S. military base in Korea, or at least one. It was a place that I really, really didn't want to go when I was getting my stations. I probably should have. In retrospect, it probably would have been a lot of fun.
I have a chatter, probably one of my most insanely loyal, if that's the right way to say it. Anyways, she's a huge fan of BTS, and she wants to know which member is your favorite, as if you already love BTS, right? We know that because that's just a thing. So now you have to say which one is your favorite.
So my favorite is none because I do not like listening to K-pop.
Really? What about Gangnam Style? I mean, that's just pop.
That's overplayed and I hate it.
Psy was awesome. Stop it. I loved that song.
He was
Gangnam Style
until everything he ever made was overplayed. And I said, you know what? If I hear that one more time, I will drive off a cliff with everyone in it.
I must make this announcement. Connor, you sir are lying. That's what I'm being told. Because everyone loves K-pop.
Nobody loves K-pop. Joe.
Like, okay. I don't like new K-pop, like the modern K-pop.
You like old school K-pop too?
The old school K-pop is the way to go. If you want to listen to good K-pop, listen to the old K-pops, not this new like mess of ewness.
Good night, Heidi. I appreciate you.
She bets it's Young Cook. He was born in Busan.
Oh,
I don't know
Jungle?
if any of that makes sense. I'm still getting messages about this.
I'm from Busan, so. But no, that does not make me like him anymore. Just because he's from my hometown.
So is K-pop one of those things like everyone either loves it or absolutely hates it?
I think so, yeah. I mean,
I hate it. I hate it
like
a lot.
everyone has their own taste in music, and K-pop is not in my top 20.
I wouldn't have even known about K-pop if it weren't for YouTube.
If it wasn't for John,
that way.
She sent me so many videos at one point when she was trying to convince me that K-pop is the thing and BTS is like the greatest thing ever. Like all of a sudden, my YouTube algorithm was like, "Oh, this guy absolutely loves K-pop and wants to hear all and only K-pop." But I will say this: so we were playing Jeopardy board game the other day, and BTS was actually the answer or the question to one of the answers, and I'm very proud to say that I got my team's point, and that was $1,000 question because nobody knows BTS, but I happen to know it. So
thanks, YouTube.
It's a Jung. All right, now I am definitely missing another piece. All right, so what is your favorite music then?
I am more in the metal scene.
That a boy.
Modern metal or like 80s hair metal?
Just metal in general, because they're awesome.
Like, how heavy of metal are we talking here?
Like, Amon Amarth, Infinite Annihilator.
This is some heavy metal because I've never heard of it.
That was exactly my
Slaughter,
thought. I've never heard of any
Slaughter
of them.
to Prevail. Ginger's a good one.
Godney likes
Arch
Ginger.
Enemy.
Gosney does like Ginger. He talks about them. He's been to some of their shows, hasn't he?
Lots of them. It's his favorite band at the moment.
And now I'm jealous.
Oh
Where
yeah,
was
he's
that?
been to lots.
You need to hook up with Gosney. You guys can go concerts together.
I was gonna say,
It's unfortunate that we live in two different ends of the state.
Country.
Well, the
Same thing.
states.
The states.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Connor, what is your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, Thin Mints, hands down.
No, you're wrong. It's Tagalongs.
Oh, that's terrible.
I just
That's
got
the
a whole
worst.
box of them.
Give me a second. I'll show you my two favorites.
Samoas or caramel delights, but Samoas, the originals, are the correct answer here, gentlemen.
Samoas have coconut on them. I hate shredded coconut.
Yeah, that's why they're awesome. I will say though that Thin Mints are a close second. Tagalongs.
So
Nobody likes
we got Thin Mints here.
Yes,
Nice.
sir.
And we got lemonade.
All right, so I
my
almost
two
bought the
favorite.
lemonades, but I bought 2 boxes of Thin Mints and a box of Tagalongs. And the Thin Mints are currently in the freezer because if you're going to eat Thin Mints, you got to have them frozen. They're the best.
They're definitely Mrs. Valhalla
look at that.
loves.
See,
the Thin
look at
Mints
that.
in their
Frozen
freezer.
Thin Mints. Yep.
Yeah, I bought 2 boxes of lemonades and 2 boxes of Thin Mints. Love.
But I
don't know
love
that
the
I've ever even
Tagalongs.
Had the lemonade?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever even tried one.
I don't like the samosas. There's another one. There's like a ginger one or something. Maybe it's just a sugar
Peanut butter
cookie.
one too.
There is a peanut butter sandwich one.
I do like the peanut butter ones.
It's a
Peanut butter
tagalong.
ones aren't too bad.
Yeah, the tagalong.
Oh, those are okay. Those are okay.
These are the best.
The other ones are pretty good too. Like the
Say they're the
cookie
best.
ones, not the chocolate ones. They're pretty good too.
I'll say they're all
Samoa
right.
is the only Samoa is the only correct answer for favorite Girl Scout cookie.
I didn't even know it was Girl Scout cookie time, but they got me at Tractor Supply.
I got mine at Walmart.
They seek out Mrs. Valhalla. People find her. I think we've gotten like 7 boxes so far this year each.
Wow.
5 or 7.
I went to Tractor Supply to get chicken food, and I didn't even like pretend or try to avoid them. I saw them and I just walked straight up. I was like, "You guys take credit card, right?" They're like, "Yep." I said, "All right, cool. I'll get this."
Yeah, no, that's exactly how it went when I went grocery shopping. So it was like I picked up my roommate from school, and we had to go grocery shopping. Went to Walmart, parked my car. I walked past the Girl Scout cookie stand. I'm like, I'll be right back. Bought all my stuff, came back. I'm like, okay, 2 boxes of Thin Mints, 2 boxes of lemonades. Here's my card. I know it's $20. Just take my money.
Take my money and shut up.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. And we just walked away.
I was like, how many can I get away with buying without being that weird guy that's buying like the entire table of cookies?
This instructions on this one are a little weird. It doesn't like give you every step by step. It'll like double up a little bit here and there.
Every step you take.
So I feel like I'm missing a piece again.
Oh my God, Dave, you're not missing a piece again.
I'm missing a piece again.
Didn't you find every piece so far?
No, just the one.
I've been missing a piece. I just moved on.
So
like I'll find it as I go.
This is what I have. It's like a longer one, and I need. I need the shorter one. See, they're different sizes. I need another one of the shorter ones.
Okay.
I can't find it. I have 1, 2 long ones. I'm gonna like separate these out, organize them a little bit, maybe. I'll find it.
That might help.
I have a feeling it might be like stuck together already because Logan would have just like. Oh. Here, there. Let's get this organized. I think I'm missing it. Unless it's... Oh, maybe it's on the floor. Well, I don't want to be that guy that's looking around everywhere on camera. I'm going to turn it off real quick.
They got me the other day. Chat got me the other day setting up my boom stick, as I'm calling this thing, my mic boom. They wanted me to set it up on camera, so I did. And of course, I had to crawl under the table and the whole nine. So they got me.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be crawling under the table on camera.
It was right after I ate too, so I was all grunty. I was like,
To the table, Valhalla.
It was terrible.
Hey, you know what I did find though?
What'd you find?
Some peace.
I found the stand for the monitor I'm going to send you.
Outstanding! Looky there. That makes me happy. That makes me very happy.
Makes you happy that you just picked up a random piece off of the ground and was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to use it.
As I'm kneeling on the ground here, Jamie came over a couple weeks ago before she went to Denmark, and she's like, "Oh, I want to see the inside of the treehouse." I'm like, "Okay." I haven't cleaned up since the last Lego stream, so just take that into consideration. This thing is a disaster here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this.
Got 2 beer bottles. Because, you're a lightweight when it comes to drinking.
Do you know how many beer bottles and other bottles I have in here? I have one from today, though.
There you go.
My empty bottles that I drank last Friday is still in my room. I have yet to clean that up.
Jesus, man. What is wrong with you? Clean your room.
Okay, Mom.
What are you drinking, Connor?
I am drinking a 10-year single malt Scotch whiskey, Ardbeg. The most beautiful Scotch whiskey there is on God's green earth, apart from Glenmorangie.
Bold statement.
What is that Black Label? Black Label is
Johnny Walker.
That's like a whiskey. Yeah, that I like. That's smooth. I can't drink anything else. Well, I mean, like a whiskey or a scotch or anything. I like tequila and stuff, but I'm kind of a feminine drinker. I like the
you think
the light beers and the white liquors
and the pina coladas and the salted rims.
Okay, so there's a new drink that my wife and I have been into. You take Prosecco and you take a little bit of gin with elderflower liqueur and then a little bubbly water. And it's called an elderflower spritz, and it is amazing. And that's what we've been drinking lately.
That is officially the gayest thing I've heard all day.
It is so good. So amazing.
John Yates would be making fun of you right now for how gay that sounded. That was terrible.
It's really good. So we went out to dinner before the stream, though, and my wife was a little upset that the bartender couldn't make one for her.
Because nobody has elderberry liqueur. Like, what the hell is that?
Elderflower.
Elder liqueur.
It's a flower, apparently. I don't know. It's really good. See,
it's got to be the
Indigo's
flower
with me.
Right? There's a lot wrong with that indigo. There's a lot wrong with it.
All right, I'm going to go dig into the giant bin in the shop. I'll be right back.
Good riddance.
I'm getting this card done.
Okay, Island, I will answer your question. My favorite food that is not ramen is clam chowder.
Okay. I had ramen today, and I had clam chowder like yesterday, actually.
I had ramen literally 5 minutes before I got on.
All right. Everybody has like how they prepare their ramen, right? Like everybody has the special ramen recipe. What's your special ramen recipe?
So there's this Korean ramen called Shin ramen. Get that. That's like the best, most classic Korean ramen you can ever buy.
Where do you get it?
Walmart or wherever.
Okay.
And then you just cook it how you usually cook ramen, and drop an egg or two if you're feeling fancy.
Okay.
Um, and then you put a slice of American cheese on top. Like after you finish cooking everything, you just put
All right,
slice
you
of
lost
American
me on that
cheese.
one. You lost me on that one.
Like let it melt naturally.
Okay.
And then cut up some green onion and like sprinkle it on top as a little garnish.
Okay.
And once you finish your noodles, there's that leftover soup. Then you get some white rice and you mix it up and you finish the soup with the rice.
Okay. I'm gonna pass on the cheese part of that. I think that sounds really weird to me, and I'm not sure why.
That's one of the most popular ways to eat it in Korea.
With cheese?
Yeah. So you can order regular ramen, or we have this thing called cheese ramen, where it's literally a slice of American cheese on top.
What? This is a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
All right, I'm gonna have to.
And what's funny about that is there was actually like a video, this cooking video of a person making ramen, and they put cheese on top, saying this is an authentic Korean ramen, and everyone like started blowing him up, saying like, no, like that's not authentic, blah 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 blah, and then like all the Asians and Koreans are like, yeah, that's how we eat it, like that's pretty authentic. Yep, we agree. I know what you said.
On camera.
I'm getting there.
Jeff's done the cheese on camera. It ends up being a thickener.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm
gonna make another one after this.
Flabbergasted by that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I would have never thought to put cheese in ramen ever.
Try it out.
In a million years. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah. I'm
gonna be honest. I'm a little scared of it. I'm a little scared.
It's okay. You got this.
2 tours in Iraq, no problem. American cheese on ramen.
American cheese on ramen.
You're crossing the line, bro.
It needs to be the Korean ramen though, not the stupid, disgusting 50-cent crap.
Oh, we don't like top ramen?
No, top ramen's horrible. I hate it.
Well, I had top ramen today for lunch. I had 2 packs with 2 eggs, 2 large mushrooms, one slice of green peppers, and 2 rings of onions minced.
Ooh.
That's my special ramen.
Well, in Korea, if you're feeling fancy, then we put like shiitake mushrooms in them, like nicely. You don't dice it; you cut it in slices.
Yeah, sliced mushrooms. The whole mushroom slice.
Yeah. Once you dice, then we'll start to judge you.
Yeah, no, don't dice the mushrooms, yo. Don't dice the mushrooms.
What mushrooms?
In ramen, everybody's got their own ramen recipe, right? What's yours?
Well, I only do the chicken because I don't like any of the other flavors.
Okay.
And so like I boil it. It doesn't matter how much water I boil it in it, and it's got to be a certain texture. And then I drain most of the water before I put the seasoning in because I like it like extra seasoning-y.
I used
That's
to do
my
that.
recipe.
I used to do that. You'd boil it in the water and then you just drain most of the water and add the seasoning and the new. Yeah. Used to do that.
Yeah. So it's almost like a dry noodle with the seasoning.
Yeah.
There's very little water to it.
That's weird to
super
me.
Salty.
It's a little weird.
Because there are separate ramen brands that are for like those kinds where you drain the water. Everything else you need your like the right amount of soup and all that, or else it's not right.
This man puts American cheese in his ramen.
Who?
Connor.
What? Well, first
See,
of all,
I was
American
weird.
cheese is disgusting to begin with. But then second,
Hang on. This is apparently like the authentic way to eat ramen in Korea. Like this is what they do.
It's an actual thing.
I feel like it's a hybrid of the military stew, like where you just put in a bunch of random American crap in.
Yeah, and that military stew is good, freaking good for hangovers.
Well, it's just good. Period. That military stew is awesome. I make a lot of myself. I make a lot of this beef and rice ball because my wife is not a big fan of fish, and so trying to make military stew doesn't go over
Wait, your
very
wife
well.
is Swedish. How is she not a
I
fan
know.
of fish?
I don't know. You gotta ask her. It doesn't make any sense.
That
She's
doesn't make any sense
Swedish,
at all.
and she doesn't like fish. Yeah,
That's like 90% of Swedes' diets is fish.
yeah. I am aware. Oh, Jung is in the chat.
Okay. I'm gonna let that slide. We'll pick that up at a later date. That's equally as terrifying as cheese in your ramen.
It's really bad. Okay, wait.
Apparently, I'm gonna try it. I guess Jeff did it on stream before. Chat says that it acts like a thickener, and I guess if like it's in like a just kind of a cheesy broth, it might be good.
Yeah. And it actually lightens the color and it kills some of the spiciness. The spiciness of it. So, like, it's a more
not a
mild
fan of
flavor.
American cheese. I'm kind of a cheese snob. Like I don't like a lot of the processed cheese.
This guy.
Like when I go to a restaurant and they say like, like ham and Swiss, burger or something like that, I always ask them like, does the Swiss have holes in it? Because if it doesn't have holes, it's some sort of weird process bullshit. Yes. So that's my test. And sometimes the waitress is like, I don't know. I gotta go back in the kitchen. I'm like, yeah, come back and let me know if there's holes in the Swiss.
That's such a Dave question. Would you like a Swiss ham and Swiss sandwich? Only if it's got holes in it. What? Who cares if there's holes in the fucking cheese, Dave? Who cares?
Is it from Switzerland?
It's not real Swiss then. It's this fake processed stuff. I don't like the processed cheese. So I got to ask the question.
I want to meet your cheesemaker, please.
I know, right? You're a fungologist. Please, can you have him come out to the table? I have some questions before I order. Jung in chat wants to know, Connor, what is your favorite childhood game from South Korea? Is it Squid Game?
Yikes. Okay.
It's actually based on a true story, though. But anyway, that's besides the point.
That's crazy.
Squid Game is based on a true story. Wait. Let's back up to that.
That's what's been in the I've stumbled across this recently as well. Apparently, this was based on like a murder house or something.
Yeah.
What? Really?
It's like everything they do is like pretty much real. There was an island where people will go to and then they'll play games, and they were of course in like worse conditions than the actual show. But yeah, it was all based on a real thing.
That makes the show even cooler. I did like the first show. I haven't made it through the second season yet, but I'm going to try to finish it up. But okay, so back to your question, or back to Jung's question for you. What was your favorite game?
I'm gonna assume that Jung is asking what my favorite traditional Korean game is.
It's a good assumption.
So, oh God, what was it called?
Red light, green light.
No, oh, jeez, I forgot what it was called. But
Red light.
So pretty much you stand on a wooden seesaw. So
Okay.
one person stands on one end, the other person stands on the other, and you just jump. And you just alternate jumping. So as soon as the person hits that board, then you jump. Just to like propel yourself higher and higher. And you can get pretty high. And if you want to like make yourself look all fancy, then you can do like tricks and stuff, but I was never that fancy. But it's a fun game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that one.
It kind of sounds like it would be a fun game.
And it's bothering me that I forgot the name of it.
Look at the cars coming together. Look at that.
Nice.
That a boy.
Once you get the engine in the right spot.
Yeah, there was. I think actually there was a weird spot in that instructions that threw me off too. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, Wendy just texted. She said, "Sorry, guys, people still here." No worries, Wendy. Period. Everyone is missing you, especially me, since I have to read the chat now.
We love you. We miss you.
In the arms of
outstanding.
Just for $1, you can save a dog.
So you've been here for what, 8 years now in the States?
Yep.
Pretty close to that. Do you miss Korea? Do you regret the decision? Do you want to leave?
Do I
that
regret the
in the past?
decision? I do not regret the decision.
Okay.
Yes, I do miss I do miss Korea for the food and because I still have friends and family there.
Okay.
And also the nightlife as well.
I've heard good things about Korean nightlife.
What have you heard, Valhalla?
I heard that it just doesn't stop. Like it's constant. There's no shutdown.
There's no off button to Korean nightlife.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Are you planning on going back at all?
Nope.
No. Did you speak English before you came here? Like really well?
Yeah. So I learned this from my mom's younger brother when I was 18. He said I didn't know a single word of Korean until I was 3 years old. My first question was, why am I learning that from you and not my parents?
So you were raised speaking English then, really?
Yeah. Like my whole life, my 18 years of life, I'm like, yeah, Korean was my first language. Nope, I lied to everyone because I was lied to.
You know what I've also noticed from like when Danny and your dad would speak, like there's two different dialects or like ways
So we
to
have
pronounce or
in the Korean peninsula, there is 8 different provinces, and each province has their own dialect. So like they'll have some different words they use or different accents. It's pretty much the same here in the US.
Yeah, we have the same thing with those
Yeah.
hillbillies down in Tennessee versus us sophisticated folks in the north.
you keep your northern sophistication to yourself, son. We don't play around with that nonsense down here, all right?
It's the same in Sweden too. Lena's so Lena's mom is from the north and speaks more like Nick does, whereas Lena will speak more southern like her father does because he was raised in the south.
Okay.
So apparently that's a thing everywhere. Oh, I did this wrong.
I almost did this wrong, but I fixed it.
Valhalla, I did this wrong.
Well, that doesn't really surprise me anymore.
Yeah, so actually Island got the freaking name in chat of that game that I like. It's called Nerd TV.
Nerd TV.
Nerd TV.
What are you doing, man? Jesus.
Jeez, there we
Yeah.
go.
The spelling is a little off, but yes, like that is the game that I freaking love. And in Korea, there are like Korean traditional towns where they preserve the traditional games and culture of Korea. So like it's a big touristy spot. And one of the teachers there, him and I, we always played that like literally every day.
That's
They
pretty
would
cool.
ban it in the U.S. Say it's
Yeah, they
dangerous
would.
for the kids.
Insurance companies wouldn't cover it, so they'd have to
I
get
blame
rid
the
of it.
lawyers, really.
I do too. You guys are assholes.
Not me. I don't do that kind of
Ruining
law.
everything.
Yeah, we do. We do. We ruin everything. Apparently, Shakespeare had a quote about lawyers, and it was something like "First, kill all the lawyers" or something like that.
Well, I'm just glad he wasn't playing around. He was getting right to the point.
I don't know how it ended, but that's how it started.
Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Just get rid of the lawyers. Bye.
Yep.
Why aren't you going in here? I guess it just sits like that. Okay.
So, was there any sort of weird like culture shock when you came to the U.S., or had you been like, "Oh, I see U.S. on TV all the time, so this is exactly what I thought"?
So when I was in elementary school and a little bit of middle school as well, I would always visit here during like summer vacations. So there weren't, because again, there's family members here.
Yeah.
So there weren't any like big culture shocks, except one thing that still gets me, like throws me off every once in a while, is the family size.
You were talking about this the other day.
Yeah, like in
Yeah.
Korea, and I think pretty much in Asian cultures, one or two kids are the most common family size. If you have three kids, then you're like, oh, okay, like it's a big family. And when you have four or five, then you're like, oh, you're rich.
I thought you were going to say
But-
religious.
That's kind of what it really is, though, right?
Yeah, but because I only know two families that have more than three kids. And I'm an only child, so like every time people would say, "Oh yeah, like I have like five sisters and like brothers and sisters," I'm like,
the food.
Ew.
Ew.
Well, I think the same when
Like-
I hear about
like-
big families like that.
Like number one, poor mom. Number two, how do you remember everyone's names? Like if I had that many kids, I would just name them in numbers. I'm like number one, number two, number three, number four, number five. There you go. That's your name.
Or George Foreman. He named all of his
Yeah,
kids different
he's got.
versions of
Yeah.
George.
Yep. All of his kids are named George, which I find awesome and amazing.
Oh, R.I.P. He just passed.
George Foreman did?
Yeah,
earlier
recently.
yesterday.
Oh. Where am I going to cook my bacon and burgers now?
Well, luckily for you, I think the grill still exists.
Okay, good.
Yeah. He didn't take it with him.
I want it buried with me.
All of them.
All of them.
All 37 million that were produced.
Those
I will
things-
count in the afterlife. If
I
I'm
think it's
missing
pretty
one,
awesome.
I will haunt you.
Right. That'd be the last person I'd want to get haunted by. George Foreman. Jesus. Yeah.
You just get punched in the face while you're sleeping.
Are you a boxing fan?
I'm more of a UFC fan.
Ooh. Who's your
I
guy?
wanted to try some kickboxing. I might actually still do it. I'm going to get my ass kicked, but it's going to be fun doing it.
You're going to get hurt, Dave.
I know,
mean,
that's
but-
the idea.
You can still do it. No one's stopping you.
No, I do. I think I'm going to. I want to do it and do a little training. It could be fun. It would be
It is
absolutely
fun.
horrible in the moment. It's like when I run a race. I like the idea of it. I hate doing it, and then I'm tired after.
Well, I'm glad I gave that a shot. Also glad I don't have to come back. That sucked.
Yeah, like the last year I was in Korea, I took a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class and kickboxing at the
yeah.
same time. It was freaking fun. I loved it. And then I moved here and I got lazy and I gained like 80 pounds in 6 months.
It'll happen to you. I sat down in front of a computer and decided to stream on YouTube for a year, and I gained like 25 pounds.
I've been pretty much this exact same weight since like a year after basic training. Because in basic, right, I was in pretty good shape. Got out of basic training at like 180 pounds. Then about a year afterwards, you kind of level out. 2 years afterwards, and I've been about 220, 230 ever since.
Yeah,
Bad boy.
Nice.
I never went over. I never reached 240, and I'm always in the high 220s to mid 230s. I'm just in that range now.
Junk. Drinking elderflower spritz disqualifies me from engaging in martial arts. Thanks, John. Still gonna try it, damn it.
If you want me to beat you up, I'll beat you up, man. I got you. I can help.
You ever get to that point and you're just like, I just want to. I miss fighting like as a kid when you can like fight with no consequences, right? And you're like, you can't punch somebody today because you're gonna get your ass thrown in jail. But you still miss like the rush of fighting. I want to fight again, and I feel like this is a good legal way to do it.
Legal, that's the key.
Legal, yeah, legal way.
You forget, I went to war twice, and then I was a bouncer for a decade after that. So I'm pretty good on fighting. I don't really want to do it anymore. I'm over it. I don't really look forward to getting punched in the face all that often.
Yeah, it's just old age talking.
It might be. I'm okay with it though. I'm perfectly okay with that.
I think I mentioned that before on this show that I was like, I just want to fight.
I also trained for a few years in there too. I was taking jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and
Don't you still?
Class.
Actually, and stuff.
I was still training jiu-jitsu up until I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year ago. It kind of stopped. Started getting a little preoccupied with the goats and whatnot.
This whole YouTube thing, it sucks your life away. Don't do it, Connor. Stay away.
It sure does. It sure does.
Thanks for supporting me, guys. This is my very last channel, like my very last stream. I'm gonna delete my channel right after this stream.
He's gone. He went on Lego. It was too much. He doesn't want to do it anymore.
I got legal counsel.
That would be horrible.
And I was told,
yeah, legal counsel advised me.
told me to quit. So you know what?
Oh, the shit that would rain down on me if that actually turned out to be true.
Oh, you'd be in trouble, man.
I would be in so much trouble. All right, the car is done.
Outstanding. Is that all you got? Or you got something else?
No, that's all I have. I thought this was going to take me a lot more. I'm still actually missing a piece. I got to find it. So other than the one section of the mirror that's missing, which I'm going to have to like order a piece for, it is done. What's cool is I didn't realize this thing moves. So you do this and then you hit the wall.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Into the wall. Yeah.
Hit the wall, it just shatters.
Yeah, I know.
We all hit the wall at some point.
Okay, so you got to lift the little thing up and then rock it back. And then I could push this down.
That thing actually gets going pretty good too. If you give it some space. Yeah, it travels quite a ways.
Yeah, my little desk here is not enough space for it. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I was thinking that this was going to take the majority of the stream, and it took a while, but I could just sit back and chit chat. I like it.
Yeah, I'm not even done with the base.
I think I'll give it to my son for his birthday.
There you go. Got him a car for his birthday. Good dad. Good dad.
But Dad, it's the wrong color.
I was going to kick back, have some beers, drink, or eat some tag-alongs, and hang out with you guys. Now I can actually read chat, so chat away, guys. If you guys have questions for Connor, put it in the chat. Let's go.
Yeah, now is the time, y'all. Now is the time.
And now is the time where I can actually see the chat.
Yeah,
give them back what? I'm Legos already put together. Yep. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I want to start all over. Oh, I should have started over from the beginning because this was a pain. So this set, if you guys don't know, my son had been on a couple of streams and was building this, and then he got like stuck and frustrated and quit. And then he'd come back to another stream and got stuck and frustrated and quit. And so I picked this up where he left off, and it was a little bit of a challenge to kind of pick up a Lego build in the middle, but got it done. Middle.
I could see that being challenging.
Yeah, it wasn't the easiest thing. First, I had to figure out where in the directions he left off. Oh, did your dad have any funny computer passwords?
Nope. It was just his classic passwords that he would use. There was nothing, like no funny stuff, unfortunately.
I have a variety of them, and I feel like I get more and more creative with each new one.
Nice.
Because I got to think of something that I'm going to remember. Even though I write it down, I still want to be able to remember it. So I'm not going to just put like random numbers and letters together. It's got to be something. And so, yeah. It's a lot of fun. I like to get creative with them. So let's see your progress, gentlemen. How far along have we come?
Last bag.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can see my progress. Not much.
Oh my god, you're gonna be building that for days. I don't think you're gonna get to this Lego thing.
So I'm on step 33 of 374.
Holy crap.
You got a long time.
So we might not be finishing this one tonight, huh? Is what you're saying.
We will. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I'll be up.
Did you build one?
It's a 20-hour build. That's a 20-hour build, bro.
Okay. Is there a problem? It's Sunday tomorrow, not weekday, so
I built for 10 hours once. I did a live stream of
yeah, you didn't start
Lego
at 9
build.
p.m. though.
No, I started at 9 a.m. and built for 10 hours straight.
Oh, it's terrible. I messed up. Now it's like the most painful part that I've had to deal with so far, and I gotta redo it all because I messed up.
So you've gone through your dad's videos. I'm sure you haven't had a chance to watch all thousands of the hours that there are, but have you stumbled across any funny ones? Like, what's your favorite thus far of your dad's videos?
Oh,
If you have one.
I like his law talk where he interviewed a bunch of creators.
Okay.
It's like one-on-one conversation. Just because I like to hear people's story. And like it's interesting like where they're from, like how they started, all that.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I went through all of his playlist and fixed it.
What do you have messed up?
Because he put it as like a default, like YouTube default. So like it was just messy. So I just changed everything to sort from the oldest to newest. So it's like actually in order on how he uploaded.
So it's more sequential instead of just random.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, YouTube does default to a weird format for the playlist, and you got to go back through. I just realized one of my playlists is all in like reverse order too.
Really?
Which doesn't make sense. Yeah. I don't know why YouTube defaults that way. Very weird.
Probably clicked a button.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me grab this. Oh my god, I'm getting tangled up in my cords.
What'd you do, Dave?
I was reaching for that Danish thing.
The Swedish book?
No, the Danish questions cards.
Oh.
So Connor, what is the most enjoyable way to spend $50? Besides, of course, super chatting it to Valhalla for a computer.
Booze, lottery, gas money.
Not one answer was strip club. Incorrect. Try again.
They're expensive.
They are expensive.
And
I need more.
Gross. And they're
yeah,
gross.
that's part of the fun.
The grossness?
Yeah.
Part of the experience.
When you walk into a strip club and you immediately think, "Oh, I should wash my hands," you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun evening out.
No. And so it's like, no, because you don't. No, it's all kinds of gross. It's just all kinds of gross.
Oh, that's funny.
You're walking around, you see the 60-year-old man in the corner. You know he's got a boner, and it's just
Even better is when you see the 60-year-old woman on stage. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
I'm scared.
So years ago, this would have been like 99, 2000 maybe. We decided we were up north, and we decided that we were going to go to this strip club that was in the I don't know, some backcountry little town thing. It was the grossest thing. Like the women, I had more teeth in my mouth than all of the strippers combined.
Oh, geez.
And you get the pregnant one on stage, at that sort of place. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever been to. That was the last time I was at a strip club.
That was the one and only time.
It just ruined it all. No, it wasn't the one and only. I had been to a few, but that was the last one. I was like, okay, no, this is done.
It's like,
This is
wow,
so gross.
I really hate this. Oh, nice.
Well, then you spend all the money and you don't get the reward.
No comment.
What is something you've learned in school that you've never had to use a day in your life in the real world?
Chemistry.
Chemistry?
Chemistry. Never had to use it.
I don't think that's true. You cook, right? Cooking is chemistry, essentially.
It is.
I what?
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
cooking
add
is
different
chemistry.
compounds to create a compound, I guess. Right? You're adding different.
The heat transforms it, like in chemistry.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, maybe Connor doesn't cook.
I mean, I don't mix chemicals for a living.
I did once briefly, but it got really sketchy really quick. So we moved on to a different career path.
Connor, have you ever said "I love you" without meaning it to maybe your roommate or something?
I never said that ever in my life to my roommate. But yeah, I've said that before. I think twice.
Without meaning it.
Yeah, without meaning it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
I've said it twice.
Dang.
Valhalla, how about you?
No comment.
Ooh.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Should advertising to children be prohibited?
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, what are you advertising?
Well, let's go with breakfast cereal and strip clubs.
The strip clubs, not so much.
Breakfast
that's where I
cereal,
draw
yes.
the line. Yeah, I see no problem with breakfast cereal or He-Man toys or Lego, right? But when Joe Camel when Joe Camel is making cartoons, I draw the line there. There's something we don't want.
I love Joe Camel. He was cool.
I did too, but I was a kid and it was probably really unhealthy for me.
I didn't start smoking because of Joe Camel.
I might have. Who knows why?
Ooh.
Well, I never lived in a world that Joe Camel didn't influence me, so I can't answer that question.
Connor, what was your nickname growing up?
Rice Krispie, Korean
Rice
Jesus, Carl from The Walking Dead.
Carl?
Yeah, because I used to have because my hair's curly, so I had a long curly hair that went past my shoulders, and every time I wear my hat, everyone's like, "Oh, hey, Carl." I'm like, "What's up?" Conor McGregor.
I like that.
Did every one of your friends have a different nickname for you?
Pretty much, different point of my life, I had different nicknames and different people call me different stuff. At work, everyone calls me Po from Kung Fu Panda.
That was good.
I feel like that's a little racist, but not
It might be,
enough.
but it's funny.
It's
No,
not
I'm
enough
like-
racist.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Call me whatever. I don't care.
I stand by my statement. Racism is okay as long as it's funny. As long as you can make people laugh, racism's okay.
As long as it's consensual racism.
Exactly. Well, it doesn't have to be always, but it helps. It gets a lot less funny when it's not consensual.
I heard from a Korean comedian that when asked about Koreans with Down syndrome, that there actually is quite a few.
Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Is there any truth to that?
In Korea, I don't think I've seen a single Down syndrome Korean.
I think Bobby Lee's point was, how would you know? How
would you know? You can't
Yeah,
tell.
so honestly, everyone in Korea might have Down syndrome, and you never know.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that skit where that clip was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was great.
Do you think I could play it without getting a copyright? No, I'll probably get struck.
Probably not. They're probably going to strike us for that.
Yeah. What is the best song ever written, Connor?
Ooh.
100 Miles.
100 Miles?
Is that metal?
I don't know that song.
It's freaking funny. It's stupid, but I find it funny.
Okay. Who sings it?
By Skinbone.
All right. I'm going to have to look this up and then play it another time. But I'm going to pull it up. Skinbone? That just sounds wrong. Skinbone.
Skinbone, one word.
100 Miles. Oh, wait. Is this...
It's a parody of 1,000 Miles.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, but is this... Oh, God. What's his name? The comedian.
Weird Al? Weird Al Yankovic?
No, not Weird Al. Black guy. Did all the trans jokes the other,
Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, is this Dave Chappelle?
No, it's not.
I don't
It looks like him.
Look what I got.
That's pretty racist. Ooh, nice.
This is actually a pretty cool little build.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Without sounding racist, is there a distinct way in which Asians walk as compared to other cultures?
What? Well, with their hands behind their back?
Yeah, I just feel like...
That is freaking comfortable to walk. If you
No,
walk
it's
a long
not.
distance with your arms behind your back, is so comfortable.
So there is a distinct way that Koreans walk.
I never thought about it until Valhalla just said the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed it the other day, and I was like, they're all kind of walking that way.
Real,
There's also an Asian squat.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not easy. It's not easy. I can't do it.
Older Asians, when they walk, they would randomly clap front, back, and just exercising.
I've seen that maneuver.
Yeah.
Another Brick in the Wall is a good song.
It's okay. I think
I don't know about
I find
Asians
Pink
against
Floyd to be slightly overrated.
The only album I've ever listened to that was by Pink Floyd was Dark Side of the Moon.
Bio Break.
Dark Side of the Moon. That's a good album. I like Meatloaf. I really like Meatloaf.
Meatloaf is good.
Bat Out of Hell 2. I can listen to that that whole album front to back all the way through.
What was that song? It was a freaking long song that he sang, and in the music video, he sings with a chick. But
I Could Do Anything for Love is the famous one, or I Would Do Anything for Love.
I think it was that. Was that the one where they had to bring in a chick to lip sync over the actual female singer in the music video? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite from him.
That's on that album. But there's a ton of good songs on there. Rearview Mirror is a really good one. Objects in the Rearview Mirror may appear closer than they are. It's about losing a friend when he was younger, and he's always been kind of haunted by it. So there's a lot of good songs on that. Parasite by the Dashboard. I don't know this song. Pink Floyd is not overrated. It's good, but that's like, I think the Beatles are overrated. They have a lot of great songs, but it's not like the greatest thing that has ever occurred in the history of the world. Japanese models walk with their toes pointed inwards for some reason. I also noticed shorter steps with the Japanese. But
because it's because of the kimonos, the traditional Japanese garments for females.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's very thin.
Yeah.
So you have to you have no choice but to walk in small steps.
Dashboard Lights is his longest. There's just a lot of good songs on that album. Van Morrison. Yeah. No, don't like those. Sorry, Aaron. You're wrong.
Also, Edgar White, he's a good one.
Edgar White. You know, I
Edgar
went
White.
down a rabbit hole on this guitarist. He's supposed to be like the world's is it Jeff Beck? Like the world's greatest guitarist, like from a technical standpoint. He died a couple years ago. I went down a rabbit hole just watching his riffs. I wish we could play some music and talk about it, but they'll pull us down real quick here if we did that. Wasn't that on Bad Out of Hell? Which song are you talking about? So there's Bad Out of Hell 2, Back Into Hell had I Would Do Anything for Love. That's the song you're talking about. And then also Object in the Rearview Mirror and I can't remember the other names. Paradise. Oh, Paradise by Dashboard Lights. Oh, How Can You Love Meatloaf and not know Paradise? I don't know. I like what I like, and I like what I hear. And maybe I didn't hear.
And plus, he was in Tenacious D, the movie. So
Who?
Meatloaf.
He was.
Yeah, he was the dad of young Jack
Yeah.
Black. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he
And
was.
Dio was in it too. Like, he got Dio. The Dio. Legend. How? Like, it's crazy.
Can't be. So I'm gonna have to check out this song. Apparently, Paradise by Dashboard Light, but I can't right now because I'll get in trouble. Oh, Wendy's texting. Is she done? Is she gonna join us? Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in Rocky Horror Picture Show as well.
Yeah, that I remember.
Good movie.
He was in a few movies. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I didn't even realize he was in it until years later. Until after I realized that he had a band and I liked his music. And then, oh yeah, he was also in this movie. Okay. Can a man and a woman really just be friends? That was the question that came up on this card.
Yes.
I think we've already discussed that one. I say no. But you apparently say yes. What crowd were you a part of in high school?
Was with the first I was with the Latinos, and then I slowly ventured into the white people. I was never with Koreans.
No.
No. Like, I had Korean friends, but I wasn't in their circle.
Do you like math?
I was the person who was in charge of math in math class. So, like, in my table, because I moved when I was in sophomore, and then when I was attending math class, I already learned it when I was in like 3rd grade in Korea.
I was just thinking the same thing that Valhalla texted. Why does your high school group sound like a person? You're like, first I was with the Latinas and then I joined the whites.
First I was with the Latinos and I moved with the whites towards the end. High school was rough. Yeah, like I would get paid in food and snacks, and while the teacher was explaining how to do
Ramen and
the
packs of
homework,
cigarettes.
yeah, and like I would finish by the time the teacher would finish explaining, and then I'll just like pass my worksheet around on the table, and they'll just copy it off, and then the next day I get like the extra chip from the cafeteria, or like they'll get me like Chick-fil-A or Wendy's. I'm like, cool, thanks.
So you were the token Asian guy that helped out all the Latinos with their math homework? That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting from this. Okay.
Yep, pretty much.
Hey, that works. Whatever gets you through high school. If you could go back in time to your 10-year-old self, what advice would you give yourself?
Don't take stuff personally. Just if you don't like what you're hearing, just brush it off. Just keep on doing what you're doing.
That's always good advice. When did you learn that lesson? At what age?
I don't know. Like I always thought about that. Like, because something must have happened for me to just like switch that mentality. But I don't know exactly when it happened. It just did. Like one day I was like, you know what? I don't care what you say. If it's valuable, I'll take it. But if not, whatever. That's your opinion.
I have a very distinct memory. I was at a outdoor sort of like festival, band, party, dance thing. And my cousin, who was a few years older than me, she was out dancing. And she said, come dance. And I was too embarrassed to dance. And it's cliche now because, but I didn't know it was cliche at the time. I just thought it was like something profound that she came up with. It was like when you stop having fun, or when you stop caring about what other people think, is when you start having fun. And that was like a novel thought to me at the time. I was like 10 or 11. And I was like, you know what? She's right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's a cliche now, but it actually like affected me. And like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go have fun, and I'm not gonna care what other people think.
I'm still not a dancer. Like I don't really.
I'm not a dancer. I'm that guy in the corner, just like with my arms folded, just people watching. I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying this song. I'm enjoying it. Don't worry about me. Just do your thing.
My wife and I
Weird,
went to
I do that at the strip clubs
a few years ago. I got her some dance lessons, and we went there, and we'll just say I did not need as much redirection as I thought I was going to need. And I'm proud of that. You know what? I like my foo-foo drinks, and I can dance, and I'm okay with it.
Aya says she's a dancer. She loves to swing.
Nice.
I actually took a swing class in high school. Not like through the high school. It was through the YMCA. And it was all because the girl that I thought was really hot wanted me to go. So I did.
Swing is a lot of fun.
It was. It was a lot of fun.
Swing is a lot of fun. Foxtrot. I like the waltz. Like I actually next Saturday I have a black tie event. I got to put my tux on. And we're gonna do some waltzing and all kinds of stuff.
It must be an evening event, huh?
Well, it's evening because I have my black tux. It's not a daytime with the white tux, or the morning suit, which I didn't order because it's not a morning event. We had that conversation over the phone.
Yeah. We were on the phone and he starts telling me about his tuxedos and how they've got proper times of days to be worn.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Not wrong.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Is this not common knowledge? Like there's different tuxedos. For,
I've
like,
never
different
heard that
days?
before. That you're supposed to wear white tuxes during the day and black tuxes at night. I've never heard that before.
I personally just
then I
don't care. So I wear whatever is available and fits me.
You have the morning coat. If it's like during the work day, things like that.
Oh,
Swinging that wasn't in the bingo card.
Well,
I enjoy listening
picked the
to
wrong
swing music.
There was a certain Ricada troller that followed me over here from I think Meme Copium, and started commenting on a variety of things. So now I'm posting like pineapples whenever I can. And if we're gonna mix in some swing, I'm good with that.
It's very English. Dinner jackets are still a thing.
Yeah, dinner jackets.
All
yes.
right. All right. I don't own a dinner jacket. I don't own a tuxedo. I don't own a suit that was made in the last 20 years, probably. Actually, that's kind of sad.
All right. I'm gonna need some sizes from you. Tell Valkyrie to give me a call. We're gonna fix you up.
I'm sure she actually knows exactly what my sizes are off the top of her head.
I'm sure she does. Yeah, I wasn't gonna ask you. I know.
Yeah, no, don't ask me. I have no idea. She knows. Connor, you're not making
$100 you've ever spent, Connor, besides this Lego set.
I was trying to catch a piece that was falling. What'd you say?
I said, what is the best $100 you've ever spent?
Tattoo.
What's that?
Tattoo.
Tattoo? Which one?
I like that.
This one. It's a Korean flag.
Nice.
Have you gotten any tattoos of Korean text that you found out meant something else?
He speaks Korean.
Because I speak Korean.
Well,
next question.
Did you get a tattoo that said "no regrets" on accident?
I got one that said "dude," and my friend got one that says "whoa."
Would you say that your time spent on social media is time well spent?
Sometimes, like
The question.
if I know what I'm trying to find, and if it's like okay, I've done everything I need to do, and I'm just like scrolling through it, I'm like, okay, cool, like I don't care. But if I start going down like a rabbit hole, I'm like, okay, what did I just do with my life? I swear it was like dawn when I started. Now it's like dark.
I've had those days. I've had those hours where I've spent going down a rabbit hole on something, and then I come up and I'm like, oh my God, the sun is setting, and what the hell did I just do with my day?
Mrs. Valhalla has been obsessed with this bad Barbie drama with Alabama. Who's the drummer from Blink-182?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. Travis Barker. So his daughter, Alabama Barker, has beef right now with the Cash Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil. Miss
Why?
Bro, it's serious drama.
Wait a minute. The Cash Me Outside girl, how is she even relevant to the point? And like, how do you get in beef with her? Like, what happened?
The Cash Me Outside girl's like a thing. Like on her 18th birthday, she started in OnlyFans, made over $1 million in like 4 hours. How gross is that, first of all?
Which is creepy, yeah. Like that means everyone was waiting.
Bro, that's weird. It's weird. But she apparently is like a rapper now and has been for a long time. So like they're dropping diss tracks at each other. And apparently Travis Barker is married to one of the Kardashians or something. So Alabama Barker was living in the Kardashian house, and the Kardashian mom, who's the mom? Is it Chris? It is no, it was Kris Jenner. Yeah, it is Chris. Bruce Jenner's the Caitlyn, whatever the hell the right answer is to not get me canceled. Kris Jenner apparently put a stop to it all. Apparently, she was like, "Okay, this is getting out of hand. You need to shut the F up."
I can't.
I don't think we can do music reactions.
Yeah, let's get copyright striked and possibly shut down.
We can't. I was thinking about it, but I don't know if there's a way. I mean, otherwise you're just gonna be listening to me, or not even listening to me, and you're gonna be watching me listen to something. It's gonna be quiet. It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna definitely listen to it.
They pick up music quick, fast on the YouTubes, y'all. They
in a heartbeat.
It makes things.
I know a ton of channels do it. I've tried in the past to do it, and it demonetizes us immediately. Even if they don't pull it down, we instantly lose our monetization. So we've played videos or songs and stuff before. What was I gonna say? Oh, what do you think the chances of that whole "Cash Me Outside" was just a stunt orchestrated by her and her mom?
You know what? Okay, so in retrospect now, right? Because that Cash Me Outside thing happened however long ago. It was a long time ago, right? Like 10
it was like 15 years ago or something.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. This little girl actually, she played the system. She's a multi-millionaire. She's still relevant somehow. And it's all based off of one Dr. Phil interview where she threatened to fight the entire studio audience. But she's doing things. She's been on top ever since. The Haktua girl lasted like 2 months.
Yeah, she did the wrong thing. She tried to go too quick, and then she got into that. It was that stupid crypto coin thing.
Yeah,
that
she
really
got.
took her
She's
down.
and honestly, with that, she's probably a victim in that whole thing too, right? Like somebody probably set her up to be the fall guy in this situation, but she definitely committed crime with a pump and dump crypto scheme, and she's probably gonna have a federal sentence of some kind by the time it's all said and done.
So
Cash Me Outside girl didn't go to jail. She went to OnlyFans, not prison.
That was the Haktua girl's mistake.
Yep.
Susan, have a wonderful night. You stay
Good night,
safe as well.
Susan.
Yeah, and about the reaction
We'll see you
videos too.
soon.
Like if you're gonna do a reaction video, you generally don't do it live. You pre-record it, you upload it, and then you get feedback from YouTube on whether or not it's monetizable and whether or not it's going to be copyright claimed. And then based off of their response, you either go live with it or you need to make some edits and some tweaks and things like that. There's a whole thing behind the scenes on those. You can do it. You just can't do it live, and there's a lot of work ahead. Can we see Connor's cat? What's your cat's name?
Fluffball.
Fluffball. He looks like a.
His name's Junie. Junie Bug.
Junie. I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to your father's dogs? I know there was some talk about it. Yoda and
They're in a shelter right now. Yoda and Strawberry. They're in a shelter right now. I'm still trying to find someone to adopt them, but in Korea, it's hard to even adopt one bulldog, let alone two that are 7 years old.
Why is it so hard?
There's a lot of upkeep involved in a bulldog.
A lot of health issues, and
a whole lot.
Bulldogs, as a general species, doesn't really have a good reputation. Because Koreans, they listen to one person say something about them, and they're like, "Oh, horrible breeds."
They're like the pit bulls of America.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's.
What about
it's
bringing
stupid.
them here to the U.S.?
They won't survive.
They wouldn't travel. Bulldogs have a unique thing, and several other breeds share this characteristic. But the short snout really affects their ability to breathe. So if you have any kind of like forced air or pressure, it can just all up kill them. There's a lot of breeds that, like when you take them to a dog groomer, they can't put the blow dryers on the dogs because they'll suffocate and die in the kennel. It's a big thing. Yeah. I worked at PetSmart for a long time.
I'm like pretty confident they won't even survive the quarantine process of it.
Yeah.
Like, just because, so English Bulldogs, they live at an average of 9 years. Yoda and Strawberry are 7.
They're not long.
So they're
lifers.
old. Like Yoda and Strawberry being 7 years old, they're old. They're right there. So that's why I'm just gonna keep them in Korea and then try and find someone there. But the shelter that they're in is not the best living condition, but every weekend there are volunteers that come and like play with the dogs and like take care of them. So the dogs over there, the animals in that shelter are typically looks happier than any other shelters.
Well, that's good. At least they're not just like sitting in a cage all day with nobody talking to them or anything. Apparently, there's a place called Pug Rescue of Korea based out of LA that helps. They work with people in Korea. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I thought I'd pull the chat up.
I'll check it out. Appreciate it.
What's the best party you've ever been to, Connor?
If you say a Diddy party, we're over. This stream ends right now.
Oh
No! It doesn't end. I'm gonna have you back tomorrow.
There's actually a party. I don't know if you're familiar, but it had a lot of baby oil.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, I never was a big party guy, so I don't have an answer to that question.
The best party I've ever been to is when I like grabbed a coffee and went and sat down in my bed and watched a movie with cookies. That was the best party.
My best party was my wedding. What's it called? Not the
reception.
Thing after reception. Thank you. My wedding reception was the best party I've ever attended in my life.
Yeah. How many people were there?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Valhalla and Mrs. Valhalla.
No. There's a bunch of people there. We had a good time.
Nice.
Yeah. I had very little to do with the planning of said wedding.
No. Did you do like a traditional wedding in a church and then have the reception?
No. Actually, our best friend got ordained and married us outside. It was beautiful.
I'm actually ordained.
My high school friend, who's an attorney and happened to share office space with, he married me in our backyard. You know, that was how we did it during COVID, so that we didn't have to invite that many people.
During COVID.
Yeah.
Actually, the spot that we got married, Mrs. Valhalla had like decided when she was a kid that she wanted to get married there. Like she saw it and it was like it had this giant overlook, right? So like it was cool. It was cool. I'll show you pictures sometime. It was real pretty.
Connor, what is the biggest difference between your parents? Well,
eye shape.
Well, one is a girl and one is a boy. Or I can go real dark and say one's alive, one's dead.
Oh, that's dark, bro. That's dark. I appreciate it. That was dark.
We're gonna leave that question right there. No.
So my mom is more like a free spirit hippie type person, and my dad isn't. I think that's the biggest.
I can see your dad going for a free spirit hippie type woman though too.
Oh yeah.
But she wasn't before.
No.
So
she became that later.
He became that after they divorced.
Well, that's not good.
Well, who knows? It might have been good.
Do you believe that people pay too much attention or too little attention to their appearance these days?
He said the best $100 he ever spent was on a tattoo.
No, it was a follow-up.
I think, I think people just know what suits them. So I don't know if it's from their point of view, it's perfect, but from other people's point of view, it could go either way. For me, that's a hard question to answer.
I was going to say that's not much of an answer. If I'm being
Yeah,
honest, I'm going to
it's
call you out on
it's
that one.
it's hard. It's a hard question for me.
So this is actually a good follow-up on something you said earlier. Is it better to grow up in a large family or a small family?
I think small family.
Why?
Because if you grow up in a big family, then you lose that relationship that you have with your parents. Because from my friends' family who have like more than 2 kids, like who have 3, 4, 5 kids, it seems like the attention goes down every time there's a new kid. And like the last kid has like the most attention and love and all that. And the oldest is like the most stressed out, hates everything type of person. But if you're in a smaller group family, then like it's equally distributed, I guess, for the love and attention. Does that make sense? Because
I see what you're saying. But so to pontificate, if that were true, and I'm not saying it's not, but if that were true, that would mean that there's like a measured level of love that a parent can give to children total, and you would have to split that love amongst all of the children. And I don't know that it works that way.
And plus, and it's also not true for every family to be like that as well.
Well, yeah, that's what I like.
Like
I think
in general, I think like that's my thought. And plus, you're asking this from like an only kid.
Well, I thought you might be able to comment on it because you talked about one of the biggest differences was family size between Korea and the U.S. and knowing that you have family in both countries. I guess there's the best of both options.
Yeah.
How many
I think there's a
languages
lot
do you
of
speak? Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think there's a lot of advantages to a large family, right? Like you see sometimes, especially with like only childs, you see a lot of social development gets delayed because they don't have the interaction with other kids. And I think that's, it takes a tribe type thing. And I'm not shitting on the only child thing, but I think there's benefits for sure to both situations.
Right.
Also,
There's always pros and cons.
When you have more children, sometimes they can rely on themselves as opposed to relying on the parent, which can develop a little bit more of a independent ability to handle things. Yeah, maturity and stuff like that. Like my kids decided the other day that they were going to both clean up the upstairs together and then go and make plans with their grandmother to have dinner and do all this stuff. And I have no idea that it's happening. They're working together and doing things. Whereas if it was just one child, I don't necessarily know that would happen. And I know 2 kids is not a big family, but you could see that more in, like, I know people that had like 15 siblings, which sounds ridiculous to me.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like the youngest one was older than the oldest one's child. So it was like the uncle was younger than the niece sort of thing. That's how big this family was. But they relied on each other. like the family of the siblings. They were so close and they relied on each other, and they had this weird dynamic. Like I didn't think it was someone I went to high school with, and I don't think I appreciated it at the time. But now looking back on the things that they were doing, I'm like, you know what? That probably set them up really good for life.
You know, to add on to that though, I like it was just me and my brother when we were real young, but I was the older one, right? And I would speak for him. So he didn't learn to talk until he was like 4 years old.
Wow.
So I guess there's like some delay potential too to the so I guess it could go either way.
My son said, I can't wait until I'm 18 so I can tell you some stuff.
He's going to tell you what really happened to the Jeep is what he's going to tell you.
That's what he's really going to tell me. But no, it's true. Like you can tell your siblings things that you can't necessarily tell your parents. And then
he's going to tell you about the time you went to an ICP concert.
Yeah, that's just going to happen.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, well, there's also that kind of horrible situation, Aaron, Olivia. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah. Way to bring down the mood, Aaron, Olivia. Dang.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know if I want to ask you this on the airwaves as an attorney. You ever committed or came close to committing a crime?
I don't think we should ask him that. Actually, I'm
gonna scratch that. Yeah.
I would advise you to not answer that, Connor, and let's just move on from that question.
Well, Connor, how many languages do you know? Do you speak fluently?
2.
2?
English and Korean, right?
Korean and English.
Now, Korean is, isn't it more about the tone in that language?
Melly says, "Burn that card." That's awesome. Sorry.
Now I'm curious what the question is.
I don't know if I want to ask. You know, I'm just going to ask it if he wants to answer.
I'm just curious on what the question was.
Oh, you didn't hear it about committing a crime?
It was, have you ever committed a crime? And then we're like, yeah, no, we're not going to ask you.
No, I have not.
So stop. Technically, rule number 1 is do not admit crimes on the internet. This is rule number 1 of YouTube. Stop. If you admit it on this stream, you're going to drag me into a court as a witness, and I don't want to be that guy. So just stop, please. Stop.
But when
getting back to the Korean language, isn't there a lot with the tone of the language as opposed to the words? Like the same sound means different things depending on the tone or the inflection you place on it. Is that true with Korean?
It's kind of similar to English. Like the tone matters. Like you can say one specific sentence with different tones, then it come across in different ways.
Well, that makes sense, right? Like,
but like if you're talking about specific like words, like single words, then no, that is more. Okay. I'd say that's more towards the Chinese language.
Okay, that's more Mandarin.
The Chinese and Japanese language. I'd say that's more towards them.
Okay.
Well, if I know anything, kung fu movies have taught me that tone matters a lot in the Asian languages.
Super chat for you, sir.
For Valhalla's computer. Also, I once had a boss who did a Mormon mission in Korea. He would write notes on his whiteboard that he didn't want anyone to be able to read.
I talk smack in Korean because I know no one else speaks Korean. It's so fun.
So you guys do that? I thought so. I thought that was a thing.
Like I can guarantee every bilingual person in the world does that. If they know no one in their vicinity speaks that language, they will talk smack.
There was, my wife told me a story about this couple that were talking Swedish to each other in America, and they were talking smack about my wife and like her kids. And so she piped up in Swedish and like told them off. So you can get away with it, I guess, sometimes, but there might always be someone listening.
That's also my worst fear.
Charlize Theron, the actress, she tells a story about this, right? She's from South Africa, so she speaks Afrikaans, or however you pronounce it. And it's like a very rarely spoken language. Like nobody speaks Afrikaans, right? Like nobody. Her and her mom apparently were on a plane, and somebody did something, and they proceeded to talk shit the entire flight in Afrikaans about said person. And as the plane landed and they were getting their luggage, said person responded back in Afrikaans and was like, "Yeah, thanks for that." And she told that story on like a night show. It was like, "Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
That sucks.
Way to feel this big, y'all." Ooh, I remember that. I remember, well, sort of anyway. So her and Ashton Kutcher were at a press briefing or a release event of some kind, and a reporter asked Ashton Kutcher a question. Or was it Ashton or was it Justin Timberlake?
It was Justin Timberlake.
It was Justin Timberlake. And she just snapped. She went off in Ukrainian on this reporter because she thought it was a stupid question. She just went ham on him. So why are you asking me that? It's a stupid question. She went off. Justin Timberlake said there. Mila Kunis, the girl from that 70s show.
Oh.
I was gonna say from Ted.
Sarah Marshall. What were you gonna say, Connor?
From Ted.
She was also in Ted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie, that Ted.
Oh yeah.
She was in Extract as well.
If you
Jason Bateman plays like a married business owner, and she's like an employee, and he has a crush on her. The company makes extract, like vanilla extract.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's called Extract. But she's in that. She's the object of his affection.
That sounds like a Jason Bateman premise. He works at a company that makes extract. Like
vanilla. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just like a random thing. Yeah.
I like him, Jason Bateman. He's pretty good.
I like him in most everything he's been in. Really.
Ozark was pretty fire. Horrible Bosses was pretty fire.
Yeah. Ozark was good until like the third season. Then they got.
They're still making a new one. They're making a new season.
They still making them?
I think so.
Really? I only watched the first 2 seasons all the way through, and then I got halfway through the third episode or third season, and I was like, I feel like this is just kind of more of the same.
It gets
to go somewhere else.
It gets good. It gets good.
Damn it! Now I got to go back and watch it. By the way, I've discovered the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh my god!
Watching the show,
yeah, it's amazing.
I don't know how to describe it other than to say it's the most ridiculous yet sincere, stupid yet serious comedy drama that I've ever seen.
And I've never seen so many penises in one television show ever.
My wife pointed that out. She's like, "There's so many penises."
There's so many,
and she's like, "But there's no female nudity." I'm like, "Well,
None.
it's woke culture. There's no female." But in every episode, just about, there's turtle head poking out, or mushroom heads poking out. It's everywhere.
Absolutely,
I love it though. It's awesome.
Clip that. Zach says, "Clip that." There's so many penises.
Anyway, moving on.
Awesome show.
It's a great show. It's absolutely amazing.
What is one good thing and one bad thing about the American way of life?
Ooh, from a Korean perspective, I dig this.
I'm a horrible person to ask this question because I lived both in Korea and here.
Yeah,
like,
you're probably the perfect person.
And plus, I kind of lived like the American way in Korea and American way in America, and I went to international school and all that. So I experienced everything and whatever. So I don't care how people live. That's my answer.
Why are you taking the cop out answer? Stop it right now. You were all about.
You're asking me questions and I'm answering honestly. Okay. If you don't like it, my bad. I'll just get off
You
straight.
can't think of one terrible thing that American life is portray or promoting, rather. Like the American education system sucks or something. Nothing.
Well, people can get too political.
There you go. That's a great answer. I like that answer. That's a great answer.
Like,
I agree.
for me, people will complain no matter what.
You think
That's
we
why I
could
don't-
share the trailer for Righteous Gemstones?
I haven't seen said trailer. Is there a penis in it?
No, I doubt it. Like made for all audiences. Someone's asking for the in the chat.
Don't play the red band version.
Oh, HBO is definitely going to
Stress away by checking into one of our luxury prayer
HBO is
pods.
definitely going to claim
With
this.
prayer pods, the gemstones are bringing you their
HBO's
love and message
I
everywhere.
don't think so.
Prayer
We're
pods
commenting on
are
it.
the future of worship.
So the family is it's a family of like of a super mega church, and that's
Think Joel Osment.
yeah. And so they're like this leader of this super mega church. There's a good image of it, but it's the most ridiculous show about family drama and leading a church and all of this.
So the concept or the plot or whatever is John Goodman is the patriarch of the family, and he was married, and the wife was really the one that was the matriarch, but she passed. John Goodman has been running it for decades, and he's to the point now where he's about done, and his kids need to start to step up, and they're literal multimillionaires that have been spoiled their whole lives and have no concept of actual responsibility or sacrifice, and it's just an entire family of sociopaths. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
And narcissists. Yeah, narcissists.
Today is going to be big. The most watched daytime service of the year. Over 6 million worldwide.
Welcome home, Dr. Gemstone.
It's
just
hilarious, y'all.
Yeah, it's just really good. Okay, so there's a scene. Do you know the toilet baby scene? Where he's explaining the toilet baby?
Not off the top of my head. It's reminding me.
Baby Billy. Uncle
Baby
Baby Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy.
She's calling 911, reporting Uncle Baby Billy is missing, and she's explaining to the 911 operator, no, it's not a child, it's not a baby. See, he's a 65-year-old silver-haired man. His name is Uncle Baby Billy. His wife calls him Uncle Baby Billy. Let me see if I can pull up this scene.
Funny. It's so funny, you guys. It's like it took me a minute to get into it because it's that stupid, right? Mrs. Valhalla was like, "You got to watch this show," and I was like, "I have no interest in the show." So she would just watch it, and I would catch little pieces of it, and it eventually sucked me in, right? Like I eventually was like, "Okay, I'm gonna watch this from the beginning because this shit's funny."
My wife was the exact same way. She was saying she watched it and she was like, "No, this is dumb." And then
this is so dumb.
And then I played this clip for her, and then like a couple other clips, and she's like, "Okay, I might watch this a little bit more." And she's like, "Once you get past the first episode," all right, so this is the daughter's husband's baptism.
No.
So this gray-haired man here, this is Uncle Baby Billy, and then he's got a new young wife that's pregnant. This sells the show. I show everybody this clip.
The wife's like 20.
I'm a wealthy man.
or something.
My child can be born with the benefits of modern technology.
Well, my mama didn't have none of that stuff when I was born.
Yeah, but
That's the
you was a
wife.
toilet baby.
Oh, yeah. A who what?
A toilet baby. See, Tiffany's mom was obese. Went through her entire pregnancy without even knowing she was pregnant. ended up pushing this one out. She sat down to do her bathroom visits, just like, Tiff just plopped down like a little old turd, just right down in the bowl. Big eyes like this.
But it wasn't a turd, it was me.
That was you.
Oh, so that's the show. I don't know
so
how else to explain it except play that clip.
It's so dumb.
My interest.
It's funny. If you got HBO
It's a
Max,
great
it's worth
show.
a watch. As long as
They
you're not
don't have
offended
HBO
by,
Max.
as long as you're not offended by male nudity or really, really ill favored jokes, you'll be all right.
Yeah. But everyone's a narcissist and they're all dysfunctional. The kids have been spoiled throughout their entire lives. They don't know how to act as adults. It's really a sort of a family comedy drama sort of thing about this family that's completely dysfunctional. But they're really rich.
Like obscenely rich.
Obscenely rich parishioners of a mega church. And so
They
it
have
throws a little spin on it.
They have like in the church world of this fictional land, they have like an empire, right? Like, and it's a power struggle that their church is in with all these other churches, and drama ensues. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. They are like, within the rest of the Christian community in this universe of theirs.
Yes.
They are like one of the top dogs.
John Goodman, the guy from what the hell is the main character's guy's name? What's he from?
Oh,
he was in Talladega Nights.
He was also in Vice Principals.
Was he in Talladega Nights? That might not have been.
No,
him.
he wasn't Talladega Nights.
No, that was the other guy that looks just like him. Now that I think about it.
No, he doesn't. But here, let me pull it. So
he does.
these
The guy
are the
from
other
Step
two.
Brothers?
Sex encounters.
That guy.
What? Eli trying to fuck somebody?
Multiple somebody's probably.
Dude fashions himself a damn cocksmith these days. Trying to make himself into a big character for the ladies.
Wow. Eli Gemstone.
Is it time to go?
Why can't you see I'm sitting here talking to my nephews?
Well, he wants Funyuns. Will you get them for me, baby Billy?
I ain't even got my walking shoes on.
It's my cravings.
All right, sweet angel. Well, can I at least finish my mojito?
Nephews.
She gets so mad because they don't call her aunt, and they're all like twice her age.
Yeah, but I love how she calls her husband Baby Billy. He's like a 65-year-old man. He goes by everyone calls him Baby Billy.
God damn it! An eyelash in my eye or something.
Eastbound and Down. That's the other one. And Vice Principals. Vice Principals is hilarious as well. I just rewatched that. Same actors. Baby Billy is in Vice Principals. He plays the other Vice Principal along with the main guy there. I'm only offended by ketchup and hot dogs. Okay. Ketchup on hot dogs.
No,
is horrible.
how dare you? He said ketchup on hot dogs. Rick Nikita.
Ketchup on hot dogs.
Good to see you. That's
horrible.
a very, very Chicago thing. If you're in Chicago, do not, under any circumstance, request ketchup on your hot dog. You will be mocked mercilessly.
Why would anybody request ketchup on their hot dog? That's disgusting. It's mustard, only mustard.
I actually put ketchup on my hot dogs, but that's beside the point. I put a lot of things on my hot dog, though. Cheese,
mayonnaise,
ketchup, mustard, onions. No mayonnaise. That's weird. Weird Detroit nonsense.
I love mayonnaise on burgers, hot dogs, and French fries.
You put it on the buns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You slather the buns on a burger with mayonnaise.
Yeah.
You just said you put mayonnaise on your fries?
Yeah, I dip my fries in mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise and ketchup are a good sauce, like a good condiment.
I use mayonnaise and mustard.
Mayonnaise, ketchup, mayonnaise, ketchup, and pepper. That's what
I banned ketchup from my office. I don't know if I ever told you.
You told me about that. You told me about that.
Yeah, I absolutely banned it from my office. I would not allow anyone to eat ketchup in my office. If you wanted to eat ketchup, you had to go outside. Bryce,
Connor, how are we doing up there, buddy?
He is not.
We're on number
There's no way.
64.
There's 300
there's no
something
way.
Out of 374.
Oh my god,
Yep.
there's no way.
There's no way. You guys set up redirects.
There's no way, man. You're not. That's like we could do 3 more of these Lego streams, and I'm not sure you'd get it finished. If I'm being honest.
I mean, it's still 10:07
for you.
We got time.
For you, it's midnight for me.
Right?
It's okay. It's okay.
What do we got going on?
I did. Okay.
Valhalla, you got a stream coming up this weekend, tomorrow?
Well, actually, as soon as this is over, I'm going to start a new stream with the live baby goat cam. That's been running pretty much 24 hours a day for the last, I think, 8 or 9 days. I'm losing track.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. Shout out to Dave for providing the camera.
It's looking good, though.
Huh?
It's looking good, though. The stream is cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I leave it running constantly. It's funny. I'll be doing something, and what was I doing the other day? I was like watching a video that I planned on recording or something. Like, where are these roosters coming from? What the hell is this? And I realized that I had your stream going on still. Like, it's freaking Valhalla's roosters.
He was like scrubbing a video that he was making, right? So he was in the editing process, watching one of my videos while he was editing. A rooster screams, and it made it into his video. So he texts me. He's like, "Man, this is what happened. I was trying to figure out where the hell this rooster was at."
I was like, "Is there a rooster going on? Like, why is there a rooster sound in my video that I'm making?"
The other day, y'all, at 3 a.m., them roosters went off, and there was probably 90-something people in the chat, right? Which was awesome. But there's 90-something people in the chat. These roosters start screaming immediately within like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, down to 60 viewers. They're like, "Nope, opting out of this one for the night. We're going to bed."
Well, because when it's just the goats, it's fine.
It's very mellow. It's very calm.
Yeah, it's very calming. And then all of a sudden the rooster goes off, and you're like, "Oh, all right, that woke me up."
There's a lot of people waking up in the middle of the night because of them damn roosters. But that's obviously going. That's a lot of fun. We're pretty consistent with that. Tomorrow evening at some time. Actually, I'm looking at it right here. Why doesn't it have the time on it? What time? 3 p.m. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, myself and Baker are going to be doing a panel. There you go. That's the word. A panel on Karen Reed with Defense Diaries podcast. Bob Mata and Ali Mata are going to join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have yet to meet these two, but I've seen a lot of their stuff, and they seem pretty fun. And then I know me and Diva are talking about doing another Easter stream, or not another, but a Easter stream pretty soon. Am I missing something?
I don't know.
I don't know if I am. I know we've got Rosalind Duke coming up for Lego pretty soon.
We do in a couple of weeks, I think, right?
April 26th. So it's the end of April. 26th. April 26th.
Yeah.
We got a little
while.
Our
April got busy real quick. Like
we were struggling to prep some stuff for April, yo. We were struggling.
And then tomorrow at 1 p.m. I had to look it up myself. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. I have did he do it? We have a Detroit-based lawsuit, and the lawsuit is kind of more of the same. Did it kind of thing. But in the lawsuit, there's a ton of affidavits which might try to tie Detroit police officers and the current Wayne County prosecutor to maybe the Tupac unaliving.
Oh.
So, yeah. So we're gonna go over that. I don't know. I think Sean, potentially criminal, might join me. Said he was interested. I haven't sent him any links or followed up with him, so I should probably do that.
I would if I were you.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up with him. And so that's what I got coming up. What about you, Connor? What do you got coming up?
I got laundry and family dinner coming up.
You are, of course, continuing the nighttime stories, right? You're gonna keep doing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's common knowledge.
And you're doing the gaming streams. This is your time to promote, sir. This is your time to plug your channel so that people are interested and come join you in your chats.
Tomorrow I might not stream, but yeah, look out for bedtime stories for sure.
Hell yeah.
Nice. What time do you do those?
I usually try and schedule them at so at 9 p.m. Eastern. I try to schedule for it to release then. Sometimes, of course, life happens and I might upload it a little late, but I try and keep it 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, watch him silently build his tower for the next 20 hours. Yeah, we could just back out and just let him build.
Hey, you're welcome for the views and watch hours.
Yeah. All right, y'all. You guys have fun with.
Hi.
Well, thank you very much, Connor, for joining us. I have to get some
invite
because I have some Diddy affidavits to read over for tomorrow.
Diddy.
These are crazy. These affidavits that come in. Well, the complaint is silliness, but the affidavits are really interesting.
Ooh, we got a little continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you got a little what?
Well, there was that one, but this one was first. Feckin' roosters. Yes, indeed, X-Wing. I completely understand, and I apologize. It's just what it is. There's no stopping them. I can't. Either I make soup out of them or they just yell. That's the two options. And McRae H says Connor should keep going on his own stream after this, lol. And actually, if you're gonna keep building, that might not be a bad idea, man.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been trying to look for this one single piece for the past ever.
Yeah, there has been a lot of progress lately. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But
we have by the way, we have a new exit song. So
oh, that's right, y'all. Stick around and check out the outro. It's I think it's fun. I like it a lot. Dave came up with it today, sent it to me. I think it's pretty awesome.
Fun. We're playing with stuff here. We're playing with stuff.
I think it's pretty
Connor,
awesome.
you're gonna continue. You should. If you're gonna keep building, just stream it, man.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. There you go.
Guys. Well, you all have a good night. Thanks for joining us on this Lego stream. And see you on the next one.
Appreciate y'all.
Attorney in a suit and goats on the loose. Divorcee sipping wine like there's no excuse. With Lego bricks stacked in a colorful haze, they're building dreams while the questions blaze. Brick by brick and word by word, secrets spill out as the pieces get stirred. From lawsuits to heartbreaks to stories of old, interviewing life while the sets unfold. Attorney holds a file, but now it's a brick. The farmer speaks wisdom that's earthy and slick. The ex pours her tea while she laughs at the jokes. Behind a strange world, there's magic it evokes. Flashbacks to courtrooms and fields of green, to Cali love lost in Lego scenes. Strangers pour out their life on the screen, in the strangest show you've ever seen. Brick by brick and word by word, secrets spill out as the pieces get stirred. From lawsuits to heartbreaks to stories of old, interviewing life while the steps unfold. Flashbacks to courtrooms and fields of green, to Cali love lost in Lego scenes. Strangers pour out their life on the screen, in the strangest show you've ever seen. Brick by brick and word by word, secrets spill out as the pieces get stirred. From lawsuits to heartbreaks to stories of old, interviewing life while the sets unfold. Classic castles grow, but so do the stories. Tales of fame, past glory, and embarrassing stories. The goat farmer grins, says life's full of muck. The attorney replies that that's worth the buck. Brick by brick and word by word, secrets spill out as the pieces get stirred. From lawsuits to heartbreaks to stories of old, interviewing life while their sets unfold.